Okay, guys, are we ready? Right, Alexa, play the BBC News theme tune.
BBC News theme by TV Theme Tune Factory on Amazon Music.
I'm too tired today. Good morning, everybody. It's 11:16 on a Thursday. Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to the Cult FYP, the only cult on TikTok, the best cult on TikTok, and the best FYP on TikTok. This is an unbiased platform. Yes, if you say anything wrong and you are my friend, I will throw you right under the bus. Alexa, stop. Guys, if you are triggered in any way, that's your issue. It's a you issue, not a my issue. Don't care. Go and tell anyone that cares, because we do not exit the live and block me. We don't do trauma dumping for the obvious reasons. We don't want to be depressed by your bullshit. Sorry. Go to a counsellor. Go and get help. Nobody cares. Okay? Right, let's get on with the FYP, guys. Everyone tap the screen. Can we get at least to 100k likes, guys, please? Well, we're at 97k. Can we get to like just past 100? Yes, a buck up, buttercups. I am very tired today, guys. Well, I'm gonna try my best, okay? I'm going to try. My videos are probably all goddamn muddled up because I haven't even had time to go through them this morning. I just need to get an early night and get up earlier. I'm triggered. Can you turn on the cult light? You know what? I love this cult light, but it's a bit of a distraction. Let me just turn it on. Give me a sec. We'll have all the cult lights. Yes. Okay, right. It's only probably a bit of a distraction on this video. So anyway, guys, there was a lot of drama last night involving Zach the Brat. And I'm not going to lie, listen, I think Zach the Brat, all this came out because of what Zach the Brat has said on his platform, right? So he has kind of, you know, started this all off here in regards to Zara. I don't really know much about the Zara. Don't really know the situation, but I don't agree with anyone knocking at people's doors. That's something I've always been against. Yeah. So anyway, so this is Tweedledee decided to Google this about, because to me it's forced entry if he put his foot in the door. Okay. But anyway, here we go. It says there's someone permission to enter property. It only gives them implied permission to stand at your doorstep for a reasonable time to speak with you. Permission to enter specific and can be limited or withdrawn, and must have your explicit or implied consent to come further inside. Okay. A person knocking on the door has a limited implied right to be on your doorstep for the purpose of delivering a message or speaking with you. Verbal permission to go beyond the doorstep. I can't even speak, for God's sake. The person needs your explicit permission. You can limit the scope of their entry, such as by saying you can come in, but just stand here in the hallway. Permission can be withdrawn. So yeah, to me it's forced entry if he has decided to walk in without consent or not leave when asked to. So to me, yeah, I would say that is a police matter, especially someone coming, you know, they've not come to, have a conversation, they've come to harm you. So I had a key to Zach's words. Listen, I don't know anything about that, you know. It is called aggravated, but someone did it to me and they ended up in jail. Well, no, the burglary is probably not, because he hasn't burgled anything, you know what I mean? He hasn't actually pushed the door open. Well, listen, I don't know what happened on that doorstep, but, you know, he hasn't actually broken in. So to me, probably forced entry where he's told to leave, he's maybe pushed himself further in, so who knows? But we don't know because it wasn't on camera, was it? Two sides of the story, yeah, listen, we don't know all the ins and outs of it. We heard it, Zach saying get out, but we didn't see anything, you know? So anyway, she's decided to put that up. So what we've got, so this is this morning. Do you want to go back into do you want to start with last night, or should we go with what happened this morning? Should we go backwards and start with what happened this morning, or do you want to see last night, this morning? Okay, right, start with last night. Oh, you want us to go? Yeah, last night. Okay, let's go back then. How it all started. Okay, right, and then we can play the rest of them. Right, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Give me a sec. We've got a few more here. Right. Okay, not that one. Right, so Zach has a roundabout misfed. I don't want to order the in guys, okay? So we're just gonna play what I've got here. So no, it says Zach has a rant about misread. This is a trigger warning, guys. So please, can we just put a trigger warning and pin that? Thank you, I appreciate it. And any gifts, guys, can we start pinning them? Thank you.
Well, do you know what? Maybe get a set of balls because she ain't gonna see it, is she? Do you know what I mean? I'm sure these clips will be disappeared 18 years down the line, so I'm sure it's not going to affect her. So maybe you need to grow some balls. Yeah.
It's gonna.
I'll get over it. You go over it.
You know what was going to be said to that? I didn't know.
You clearly don't care enough when you're sat with the same woman that's sat there and said that your best mate fiddle with your grandkid. So shut up. Clearly don't care.
So right. So what I see here is Zach reacting to what Miss Red is saying, having a discussion about him. Okay.
Legit, you don't care that much. Like all of this, Oscar. You know, you clearly don't care that much. Stop pretending like you care. You can forgive that easily. Do you know what I mean? The same woman that sat there and said that, you know, your best mate fiddle with your grandchild. I'll say it again. So stop pretending like you care. You don't.
He has a point there. He really does have a point. But however, you know, Zach was also friends with that person. You know what I mean?
I just want it all to stop. I want to be left alone. I want him to keep my name out of his mouth.
Never going to happen. For as long as you lot are talking about me, I could talk about you lot. The only thing that petrifies you lot, you don't know what I'm sat on. Why do you think I'm so cocky? Because I see you all for who you are. I've heard it. Listen.
Leave me alone. Exactly.
But all anyone goes for me is my personal life. Because unfortunately for me, I trust the wrong people. You know, there's personal life and personal issues, not family members. I've had all of that. I've been through that era. Everyone leaked and doxed and lost all of that. You know, yeah, I'm mad.
Thank you, Smiles.
You know, slowly dismembered everything I loved. So I dismember yours.
Exactly, but he's got everybody just to pre-warn you. He's going to play on his mental health. He's going to say
never have I. I've always been eye for an eye.
Everybody's bullying him, and he isn't. He's been the bully behind the scene all this time. He's an absolute rat, and I hope he has.
But there's no receipts of that he's bullying behind the scenes. There's no receipts. There's no receipts of anything, to be fair. Where are all these receipts anyway? Do you know what I mean? There's none. It's just all hearsay, and, you know, this is just a back and forth. Miss Red speaking with Pearl on Zach. Zach's replying. You know, tagged you in more videos. Okay, thanks, Googlebox.
The day he deserves, like everybody else has had it behind the scenes for the last 2 years. That's all I'm saying. And finally, the truth.
But again, you're sat with the common denominator.
You know what? Many people do play on the mental health. Okay, a lot of people use the mental health card. But however, you know, when someone is feeling a certain way and they are upset on their life or they're feeling a certain way, in my opinion, that's just that's when you stop. Yeah, say, you know what? Is he doing it for attention? Is he doing it for gifts? How do you know? Do you actually know that? Would you put your life on that? Because I wouldn't. And I would hate to wake up the next morning and find someone not be here and realise, oh my God, I thought he was doing it for attention. I got it so wrong. Who are you to judge how people are feeling in their head, how they're feeling, if they're using the mental health card? Sometimes I just think you've got to keep your opinions yourself. Listen, I'm not saying you can't have an opinion on someone because of their mental health. If they're talking on you, you have a right to reply. But I think it's just what's said, how someone replies, and the things that they say. And you can't really say, well, he's just playing on his mental health, you know, because we just don't know that.
Can I say her name any louder? Zara. Rise, Zara. You
so this is how it all started.
You huge pile steaming piece of shit.
No, you know.
Well, do you know what? Maybe get a set of balls because she ain't going to see it, is she? Do you know what I mean? I'm sure these clips will be disappeared 18 years down the line, so I'm sure it's not going to affect her. So maybe you need to grow some balls. Yeah.
It's gonna.
I'll get over it. You go over it.
You know what was going to be said to that? I didn't know.
You clearly don't care enough when you're sat with the same woman that's...
And you know what? Oh, God, I don't want to act like I'm being the victim. But, you know, at least with Zach, he has got some people behind him. I had my community, don't get me wrong, but a lot of you didn't know me then. When it was horrendous, I had nobody. I was waking up, honestly, I'm not even going to lie, 7. This is when I started drinking heavily, actually. I started waking up 7 in the morning drinking because it was really hard to I found it really hard to cope with. And I actually called out every creator. Every single creator I called out because not one creator stood by and said, this is not okay. Not one of them, because they're cowards and they're spineless, and they want to sit there, have morals, and say that they stand on morals. They stand on shit. They really do.
Your best mate fiddled with your grandkid, so shut up. You clearly don't care that much. Legit, you don't care that much. Like all of this, Oscar. You know, you clearly don't care that much. Stop pretending like you care. You can forgive that easily. Do you know what I mean? The same woman that sat there and said that, you know, your best mate fiddled with your grandchild. I'll say it again. So stop pretending like you care. You don't.
But I just want it all to stop. I want to be left alone. I want him to keep my name out of his mouth.
Never going to happen. For as long as you lot are talking about me, I could talk about you lot. The only thing that petrifies you, like, you don't know what I'm sat on.
You don't even understand these people, I swear to God. So I remember once I had a, you know, going back a bit. What was it now? I had a conversation with someone and, oh, that's it. I remember now. This is how what they do. Okay. I had a conversation with the red one, and what was that about? Oh, that was it. I'd said a name, and it was Tony. Tony was involved, the traveling community, something like this. She said that be careful because they could put a B. Does anyone remember this? A BUMB in your letterbox. And I was like, what? So that obviously caused a lot of anxiety. It's like, why would someone do that? You know, why would you say that? And that is what happened. And then they went live and said that it wasn't said, and that Miss J was on that phone call, and she heard it all. And I said, no, you weren't, Jay. And she goes, oh no, I was private, and I was. What I can't remember what she said now, but she did say she was on that phone call, and I just thought, you liar. So they basically said that I'd lied and that Miss J was on the whole phone call. It didn't happen. But this is what they do with Miss Red. This is how they defend her. It's really bizarre. You'd think she was like this mafia person. It's really bizarre how they rally around to defend her and protect her. I think most of them will probably go to jail for her. I'm not going to lie. You know, and I'm like, but you went on that phone call, Miss J. Why are you lying? It was a phone call between me and Miss Red. You know what I mean? And she was like, no, Miss Red was... Oh, that was it. Miss Red was on another device. Yeah, another device, and I was listening in. That's what she said. Oh. Remember that, yeah.
It's a sequel for who you are. I've heard it. Listen.
Me alone.
Exactly.
But all anyone goes for me is my personal life, because unfortunately for me, I trust the wrong people. You know.
Thank you, G-Man lady.
Issues. Not family members. I've had all of that. I've been through that era. Everyone leaked and doxed and lost all of that. You know. Yeah, I'm mad. You know. Slowly dismembered everything I loved. God, dismember
I feel fidgety. I'm cold.
Exactly. But he's got everybody, just to pre-warn you, he's going to play on his mental health. He's going to say.
Never have I. I've always been eye for an eye.
Everybody.
Is this repeat? It's repeating. I thought it was repeating. So that's how it starts with about Zara. But I've got 3 parts of him going in on this Zara. Right, so this is part 1, guys. So Zach out Zara with no proof, part 1.
Rise, Zara.
Is this another? Shit. This might be a repeat for that video just played.
Steaming piece of shit.
Trigger warning.
It's coming out.
Yeah.
But listen,
I mean, that's not even her real name. That's another one that ain't even got a real name. But that's for another live. That's for another live.
This is not the repeat of that one. It's a different one.
So, you know, we can all do it. We can all do it. You know, show your face, bitch. Come on. Grow some balls.
Go on, I'm going to let you talk to your people. I'm going to jump down, but just to say...
No, this is just continued from that one.
Cry over that rat.
This is continued from the video we just saw.
That got her husband to follow me to my local Asda and take pictures of me and then put it in a group chat. That same woman. The same woman that orchestrated a laxatives getting put in my cake and then fucking pretending to be my best friend. You know? The same woman that said she wanted to miss Red's throat.
Oh.
Yeah. And unalive her kid. Yeah, that one. I've got receipts. I've got receipts for days on days on days, mate. Unhinged. Sorry? Yeah, exactly. That's the same one. You know, the one that Luke the judge keeps professing about. Do you want receipt? I've got receipts. You call
Thank
them
you,
Photoshop,
Sunshine.
whatever.
The thing is, with no receipts, it's hearsay. You know what I mean?
Days and days and days.
I'm not saying I don't believe Zach. I'm just, we all do go by receipts, don't we?
This is the same woman that got me fucking on tramadol when I first had my bad back. He used to give me fucking bags of the stuff.
Yeah.
And then realised...
No one forces someone to take meds. So, I mean, I'm starting to wonder who this Zara is. I'm starting to think she's a bloody, a wife of a mafia king or something. You know what I mean? No one forces anyone to take meds or anything like that. Thank you, GN lady. Thank you. Zara ran a chemist. Yeah, but like I said yesterday, you have choices in life. You know, you cannot blame everything for what you do as an adult. You know, you decided to take them, right? But the rest, listen, I don't know. I'm not saying I just believe that in any way. We just don't have the receipts on it.
It was just a control thing. Oh, yeah, listen. Everything CLA said about Zara was right.
Oh.
The only reason she can't sue me now is because she's skint. Isn't it, doll? Why? Should we tell them why? No.
Thank you, everybody. I love you too. I love you too, guys. The thing is, like, thank you, Nicole. I don't want any hate.
Spent less time on TikTok and more time watching people in your personal life. Maybe your business would be going shit.
On Zach, I don't want any hate on anybody. I just wanna, you know, put things to bed. I just wanna be left out of it.
Nothing but the worst. The woman ruined my life.
I'm not gonna, you know, play on the whole situation.
My soul and the devil I sold it to was Zara. That's when I.
Oh yeah, GN lady, do you want to comment to get a pin? Thanks, Tweedle.
You know, the devil couldn't reach me, so he sent me Zara.
Trying to find her.
Legit. Have your tea. Have your tea. Sip it. Scalding hot. It is what it is.
Everyone give her gun lady for her.
For real.
And yeah, because at the end of the day, what I did was still wrong. You know,
thanks,
I can't sit here and, you know, I can't sit here and pretend that I didn't do anything like I shouldn't have shared, you know, but at the end of the day, all I wanted was people to get the money back, to be honest, and, you know, that's all it was about, really. I just wanted people to get the money back.
She's a narcissist. And I'll tell you why, because it's all about her. It's like, if you watch her, I don't want to hate anyone. I just want to put it to bed. All I try to do is do the nice, the good thing. I see the best in everyone. You know, the voice, what did she say then? She gave it to charity.
I shouldn't have shared, you know, but at the end of the day, all I wanted was people to get the money back, to be honest, and you know, that's all it was about, really. I just wanted people to get the money back, and nobody else to send money. But I went the wrong way about it, and you know, I have to stand on business there. But I'm just glad. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Shannon. I'm just glad that
thank you, God.
You know, some of the truth is out there, and I could have come on that day when I left TikTok and, you know.
Like, for real, all I ever wanted was right, this is where it's...
Listen, I like Peter, but I don't you both feel so happy to finally live in a quiet era of politics? The adults are back in charge.
Right, so this is
what the fuck do you think you are?
This is what irks my skin. Zara was the one that orchestrated my original exposure on me being a scammer. She was the original one that orchestrated Gracie, Mama Kaz, everyone to out me as a scammer. She was the one that orchestrated it. Like, this was meant to be like my closest confidant for the last 2 years. But she knew it was a pile of bullshit. Everyone knew it was a pile of bullshit.
Thank you, Paula. See, this is a problem that you have, right? So Nicole Mannix, as someone has said, well, whether it's true or not, I don't know, is outing him again as well at some point today. What's she outing him for? Because we've already heard from Nicole Mannix. Is she going to happen to have more information than she did? Because that was what she said was. I was like, what? That's not even deep. You're talking about a night out you had with Zach and you wanted to go home. He wanted to go to a bar. I guarantee you she's going to suddenly have other, not receipts or anything, but she'll have more information. He did this and he did that. But she never said it on her live though, did she? But I bet, yeah, what's she outing him on that we haven't heard? So I don't understand. Has she suddenly got information that she didn't reveal before?
Everyone knows it's a big pile of steaming fucking bullshit.
She said she'd out everything if he carries on.
This long. Hence why I sat there and won awards. Hence why I sat there with my live stream and everyone supported me and was up my arse. And the moment I don't play ball, they fucking regurgitate the old bullshit. Why can't people see it? Legit. You know, she alienated me from my auntie. My ex-boyfriend, she destroyed my relationship and then had a part to play in his fucking picture being leaked. So he could get away so I could focus on my work.
Did she prove any of it though, Angie? I believe, no.
About a conservatorship, about Britney Spears.
See, we have not seen, I mean, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Everything is bullshit. Where are the receipts of all of this? But everybody has got something to say. Who do you believe? I tell you who to believe. Believe no one. Believe none of them. Because none of them have shown receipts. I mean, what are you going to do? Put up a message and delete your messages and just make sure you put that person's message in. That's not an outing. That's not exposure. Have you got any audio that's not been edited? Have you got any actual real proper evidence? Thank you, Sarah's Journey. Have you got any proper evidence? Because to me, the only evidence you'll ever have is audio and video. Emails, messages, nah, piss off of that. Because you're only going to show one side of the story. So, you know, without receipts, it's all bullshit and it's just hearsay.
No, my platform, my personal life was in pieces, yeah?
Oh yeah, Zara, make a comment. Zara's Journey.
I was struggling anyway.
That's not Zara, by the way.
Come along, disguised as a fairy godmother with other intentions.
Can we pin her?
Don't get me wrong, the woman done a lot for me. She helped me out, but it came as a fucking price. It came at a price.
Can we pin her?
My platform didn't become my platform anymore. It became hers. For real.
Yeah, guys, if you send a gift, can you make a comment at the bottom so the mods can pin you, please?
To talk to my mods. I weren't allowed. I had nobody. Anybody wanted to get through me, they go through her. It weren't a level of protection.
I don't know where Zara's
It was the same with CLA. I was tracked on my iPhone.
Thank you, Pat.
Yeah, tracked on my iPhone. Like, mate.
Wait a minute. Sorry, can I rewind a bit? Sorry, I've been focusing on the pins.
I had nobody. Anybody wanted to get through me, they go through her. It weren't a level of protection. It was the same with CLA. I was tracked on my iPhone. Yeah? Tracked on my iPhone. Like, mate, listen. And I first met her when I tried to get CLA out of hospital. You know? I opened up to her.
Yeah, I've said this. Listen, you know I support Zach and defend him, especially with the click. Okay, because they did that similar to me. But this, we're talking about the Zara situation. Like I said, you have choices in life. Yeah, no one it's your choice. No one tells you what you can and can't do. If you do what someone is telling you to do, that's on you. And if you're taking money off that person, I kind of think you know what you're doing. Thank you, Steph. Thank you. I think you know what you're doing. Do you know what I mean?
I'm struggling. I didn't go to CLA.
Thank you. Zara's Journey. Can you make a comment and I will pin you?
Genuinely just come out of hospital myself. Do you know what I mean? So I should see a woman getting fucking financially used on a live stream. I thought, what the fuck? My platform was cushy. I grew my platform.
The thing, a lot of people do try and control people, Zia being one of them, right? I'm not going to really talk bad on her. I don't think she talks bad on me. Well, not that I see. But anyway, she's one of them. But I never allowed her to control me. I kicked her off. Oh, there you go. Everyone give Zoa's Junior follow, guys. So I kicked her out as a mod. So I never allowed her to control me. If I carried on and allowed her to be a mod and she was gifting me and I was doing things, then yeah, I'm doing it now for money. You get what I'm saying? I'm doing it for money. Yeah. When you're taking money and you're doing things that person wants you to do, you're doing it for money. It's not financial manipulation, it's not control, it's none of that. You know what I mean? Like me, I kicked Zia off as a mod because I felt she was controlling. That was a choice of mine. I didn't take her money to be controlled.
In coffee, I didn't need drama talk. You know? Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't need drama talk.
Thank you, guys.
I didn't need drama talk. I didn't need it. I never studied it. It's crazy what goes on behind the scenes. You'll be surprised.
Thank you, Steph. So, guys, we only can pin so many people, but we'll try and pin, okay, with Steph. Can you make a comment, Steph? Thank you.
Like, it's crazy. And do you know what, Zara? Fuck you. Massive fuck you, mate.
Trigger warning.
Fuck you. You want to go toe-to-toe, do it on your own platform. Stop using these fucking little weapons as your puppets. You're crazy. You're a crazy bitch. Crazy bitch. You're mad. Absolutely fucking mad. You're the biggest narc. And the reason we fell out is because she threatened to brick my windows because I went live with Miss Red and wished her a happy new year. That's why. And I said, who the fuck do you think you're talking to?
Guys, don't forget to comment. If you gift, please do comment and we'll try and pin you. If we don't pin you, it's because it's like a minute pin. We'll try and pin you. Thank you.
Brick your window. Like, you know, it's not a one-way thing. It's a two-way thing. I won't sit there and lose my shit. She sat in my house and shouted at me once. Said, who are you fucking talking to in this house? Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Like, do you know what I mean? Nah, bitch. Not when you're fighting your own pharmaceutical addictions. Do you know what I mean? And your husband's driving your business into the ground. Don't come, Zara.
Yeah,
Right.
but once again, we need receipts of all this. You know, without receipts, it's just hearsay, isn't it? No, I can't buy them. So that's part one.
Addiction.
So then we got part two.
Do you know what I mean? And your husband's driving your business into the ground. Don't come for me. You know, you're alienating Nicole. The reason why Nicole did what she did is because she had that twat in her ear. That's exactly why. Same with Mazza, she's got that twat in her ear. Same as Red. And that's half of the reason. Like, I was so submissive. I was literally shot in the kneecaps. And that's why I called Red, because I was like, look, people need to start knowing, man. People need to start knowing. And I called her and I said, look, do you know what, Donna? Let bygones be bygones. I'm sorry. X, Y, and Z. X, Y, and Z. Literally X, Y, and Z. And then she was like, okay.
I think at the end of the day, right, because a lot of people saying, no, he's a narcissist, he's manipulating people, it's, you know, he's dangerous, he's all of these things. Where are your receipts for, you know, because I know that Nicole has called him, as you know, said he was a dangerous man, and, you know, I don't know what other information she's got. She's come out with some things that was not deep. It was embarrassing, but now she's certainly probably got more to say about him. But where's everyone's receipts?
Yeah, all right. Next thing you know, Luke the judge fires up lava. You lot don't believe me. But you know what? The only reason why is money. Literally is money. Because I'm good at what I do, I was the one that was good at what I did. People gave me advice, I took it. I was the one that made my platform mine. Do you know what I mean? She guides me in that, but what I didn't realise is that I was slowly being manipulated and isolated. It was a very Britney scenario, you know. I was very much on stuff, kept on stuff. What did Zara get out of it? Female narcissist, power. Power. She wants power.
Yeah, a lot of people do control. Some people do control people on the set through, you know, money. You know, they may financially manipulate people and all of that, but if you take that money, you take that money. I think, you know, thank you, Denise. You know, whether that's somebody wants to control you or, you know, wants that power, you're quite willing to take their money, though. So that all of that, I don't buy that, no. You have choices in life. Do you know what I mean? You allow people to control you. Did I allow Zia to control me? No. And I do. I really do think you can allow people to control you. I mean, when especially you're an adult, you know what social media is about. You've been on here. I'm not talking about Zach. I'm talking about in general. You know, you've been on here a long time. You're clever. You know, you're all of this. You know what's what. You know that there are people that are going to manipulate you. You know there's people that's going to want you to do things. People are going to have an opinion about things, and they feel that because they've gifted you, they're entitled to that opinion, and you need to listen to them. You know all of that. But if you're happy to take that person's money, in my opinion, you cannot then turn around and say, well, I've been manipulated by this person. Do you know what I mean?
And she does. That's what she does. That's what she thrives off. That's her vibrator. That's the thing she loves to shove up her, you know? Knowing that she has that full control, because everyone's going to, you know? People used to come up to me and go, oh, who's that the brat? And then she go, oh, I'm CLA's biggest gifter. I'll be like, oh.
Thank you, Maz. Make a comment, Maz, or pin you.
I used to hate it.
So you paid for his flight home? Yeah. Listen, I don't know whether she's paid for his flight home. That's hearsay, isn't it? So I don't know that, whether she did or not.
Me, I was at the brat. Top of her, I stopped. And that was a red flag. And I asked her, dead in the eye, did you have anything to do? And we promised no more lies. I said to you, do you have anything to do with the laxatives being put in the cake, knowing full well that I'd already been fucking had shit in my system from people.
This here, the laxatives in the cake. Laxatives in the cake. But I haven't. This is not on repeat, is it? Laxatives in the cake. People that are saying this Sarah had done. Now, once again, there's no evidence of that. He doesn't even have receipts on that. So he's asking her, were you responsible for putting the laxatives in the cake? Unless she said yes, we'll watch the rest in a minute. Unless she said yes, there's no evidence of that at this point.
No, you lied to my face. You lied to my face like the dirty snake that you are. Are you ready? Yeah? Well, I watch it. I don't like Mama Kaz. Can't stand Mama Kaz. Do you know how uncomfortable I felt knowing the depth that you went to go and get fucking Mama Kaz? The depth that you went to. I knew I was surrounded by a dangerous woman. I had to get out fucking safe. I had to get out safe. I had to drop you I had to drop you so.
Tagged you in videos on my post out this morning. Yeah, guys, that's all and good, but can we not please advertise other people's live? Thank you.
Slowly. It was like a fucking IV drip. Seeing the things that you fucking did to Mama Kaz. Getting Papa Dick, getting my ex-boyfriend's inbox. I know exactly how you move, bitch. I know every single bit of fucking information about you. And if you think...
Do you want me to cam 2? I'm quite happy to stop and restart in cam 2 a little bit. Would you prefer me to do that? So should we do a poll? Would you like me to cam 2 to see what she has to say about him? Happy fate. Actually, we should... Yes, let's cam 2 actually, because I want to hear it as well. Because we can come back to this. Okay, it's only 10 to 12. So we'll come back to that, guys.
Come on. Where's the content? Oh yeah, Haley, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. I'm all good, Amber. I just want to move on. You know, stop mentioning my name. Is it that easy? So, Haley, what about you? Tell Zach, stop mentioning my fucking name. I don't want anything to do with him. This is exactly what I want. I don't want it dragged on exactly like you fucking said, Haley. Dragging it on. Tell him stop mentioning my name. He's the one dragging it on, girl. Behave. This is what I mean about the flea hive. You guys.
I find this lady very over dramatic. Very, very strange behaviour. Very strange. A very strange lady. No hate towards her because I don't know her.
Because I'm trying to tell you guys, I want nothing to do with this man. man, Leah. He mentions me nearly every fucking day. Leah, how about you go back off to the flea hive, and whenever Zach mentions me, tell him stop. Tell him stop, girl.
Oh shit.
How about that? That's what I want. That's what I want. I don't want this. None of us want it. We just want to move on. But he won't let us do it. Anybody who watches me, you know I just come on and sing. Even when fucking Pearl started cantoon me the other day, I was talking about my own weight loss surgery. Someone came in saying something about Zach, and I literally turned around and said, who's that? And Pearl's life saw that. When Zach's name was mentioned the other day, I was like, who's that? And if anybody ever mentions his name to me again, I'll be like, who's she? I don't know her. She doesn't go here anymore. And she never will. Yeah, it's all Zara, all being controlled, like fucking crazy. If actually you knew the truth.
If we knew the truth.
Oh my god, I'm not even reading the comments.
So she keeps saying if we knew the truth, we'll spit it out, love. Show the receipts, and that's it, done. And then we can all move on. But I don't believe you have any receipts because you still have not shown them. If you knew what? Spit it out.
That's it. Let us move on. And please go to rehab. So we can all move on. Dan, thank you. You know.
Oh, was it a lovely gift? Sorry, I didn't see it.
Rest, darling.
Did I get a gift?
I wish you nothing but love.
What
like,
gift?
When I truly
I never saw nothing.
This, like I loved you for 3 years.
But she confirmed
I care about you.
Zara hasn't put her
I
up
would
to
never
this.
want that ever to happen, and that's what is happening. But we'll never be friends again. I love you from a distance, and I just hope that you just get the help that you need and you move on. Behave, Kira, thank you. Yeah, and I won't lie, right? That's a good comment. I feel lied to as well. Like, he's lied to me about a lot of things, you know. I feel like a lot of it's been a lie when I've only ever been truthful.
Oh, okay. So what? He's lied.
And
move on.
No one
cares.
Like
Is that all it is? Well, a lot. It's just all vague, isn't it?
I woke up. I didn't change.
And listen, the bottom line is she's got no substance. There's no substance here at all. He's lied. She's really vague. You know, she's not really saying anything because she has nothing. That's my opinion. She has nothing on Zach because if she did, she will be showing everybody right now.
That energy. Like, we don't want to burn anyone. We want them to get better. That's what we want.
She's on the drama side, but she's happy to go live and speak on it, right?
We want them to get better and move on. With no drama, anything.
None of them, I've said this though, none of them have got receipts. None of them.
Which is another thing what also made me angry because he was promising, like, and he used to talk like, oh, I have a studio set up, Nicole, I have it booked, everything. Where was the fucking studio? He released it and it was made at home. Like, invest into your career, boy. Invest into yourself. Invest into your career. And you will see things get so much better for you. Victoria. Oh, Joe, don't be. Don't be. Like I said, time exposes, karma comes. And there's a lot more I can say, but I never will. And Zach needs.
Well, then why are you here? Why are you gone live about it?
It'll go to the grave with me. I won't use it for entertainment or anything. I've just came on here to say, please stop mentioning my name. Please let me move on.
Thank you, Lorna.
Please let everybody move on.
Shall I ask? Let me request a box.
Yeah, Jane, this is what I mean. People are like, what happened in Amsterdam? Basically, what happened? Delusive, if that's really you in my box, I don't do boxes, girl. I'm a one-woman show. Yeah, even in Miami. In Miami, he fucking body shamed me in my dress, girl. He was like, imagine being so excited for a red carpet and he's turned around and said, oh, have you got another one? She wants to ask you, have you got receipt for what you're saying? Receipts for what? I don't need to show receipts. You either believe me or you don't. I'm telling the truth.
Okay,
I was best friends with him for 3 years. I wasn't recording or screenshotting any messages or wasting my time and putting all my energy into fucking...
But however, Nicole Mannix, another question I want to ask you is the fact that he said that he mentioned your name. He mentioned your name, love, because you were in his life. You were in his life calling him a liar. So that's why he mentioned your name. You instigated it. You instigated him, sat in his comments, called him a liar, hoping for him to mention your name. He mentioned your name, bam, you've gone live. That's exactly what's happened.
To me, with what I'm saying.
Don't let her in.
Which is okay.
Because you know that, you know the questions I'll ask you.
Guys, I'm not leaving Angie into the box. Absolutely not. We're not getting in Angie. Why would I get?
Why has someone got my? Oh my God, Delusive Angie one. Why has someone got my account up there? What a weirdo! Don't ever follow that account, Delusive Angie one. It's not me, guys. It's not me. Please don't follow it.
I've never screen recorded anything or put my energy into like wasting time going back on messages. Why would I do that? You guys always want receipts. This is what I mean. It shouldn't be entertainment. This is real life. He was my real life fucking friend, man. Like our friendship wasn't fucking TikTok. Like, you shouldn't make money on this shit. You shouldn't get views for this. This is when I sing, I get much more views than this. Victoria.
Oh, guys, Tammy, Louise, pay off. Seriously, we want another next chapter now. It's gone. It's chapter now. It's gone from chapter 5 to chapter 8. Yeah, and you're kind of behind. Me wanting the box. Yeah, that was half an hour ago, love.
Come on here and sing. I don't even do battles.
Just ignore. Just half an hour ago.
You fucking find that out. I literally just come on here.
Wow, Total Ratability is asking Scousley to unblock her. Make sure we block this Ratability. She's out.
We probably did 2 battles when I did it. We did Community Fest by singing alone. We did Live Fest without the Flea Hive last year, singing alone, and still won it. I've always done it with me and my music. And when Zach wanted me to start lying to the Hive, and me being a part of it, and again, everything was on the phone. I don't have messages. That's when I was like, no. Claire, thank you. Which is why he's also not doing good now, because he's lying. He's lying to you guys.
Yeah, and we're gonna believe you. You've got no receipts or nothing, and we're gonna now believe you.
I am so grounded myself now, truly. Angie did a talent show. She uses people for money. She uses talent for money. It shouldn't be done like that. And yes, she wants to come into my box. No, we don't do
I
that
also
here.
give people an opportunity to Nicole. I give people an opportunity where they can they get exposure from using my platform. Exposure, love.
You also know what it was like in Thailand. I didn't want to be his baby.
Oh, get over it.
But I still got
She's like a bloody.
safe.
You're stuck. Stuck.
None of us want
Record.
to be a
Move on.
It's not about the money, money, money. It is about the money, money, money. To a lot of people on this app. A lot. And I'm glad that like some of the viewers are starting to wake up to it.
Why should we wake up here? Why should people You're saying people should wake up to what? Because the clique, which you are now in, are saying people need to wake up to Zach when they said the exact same thing about me. Made that people believe I was this kind of monster. Made people believe I was this wrong'un. Made people believe all of this kind of shit that I was not. I was none of the things. She wanted to talent show she was in the requests, but didn't put her in because... Oh, why didn't you put her in? You should have put her in. Because what? Because I've said, oh, Zayana, why did you do that? Because that's being biased. Oh, and you shouldn't have done that. For God's sake, Zayana, we're not a biased platform. You know, at the end of the day, it's their shit. It's their between them two. I would have put Nicole in if she wanted to request the box, not because of Zach. What the hell, Zayana? Please don't do that, because we're not biased. Anyone's welcome. Do you know what I mean? She left before it was her turn as well. Guys, please don't do that. It's my platform. Everyone's welcome on here, okay? We don't block people because of Zach, because he wouldn't do that for us. He wouldn't block anyone that we have problems with. Do you know what I mean? No hate on him, but people don't do that for us. You've got to remember, like CA, you know, we don't block her haters. Don't block them, and this is vile, obviously, because they don't block our haters. I'm sick of being that person where we're always supporting everybody else, but they don't come and support us. Do you know what I mean? So please just let people in. Don't not put people in because of other people. That's not okay. Because I actually messaged her to come into that talent show. She would tell you. So I didn't know that. Yeah, so I messaged her to come in. Even though she's unhinged, I did message her to come in. So I didn't know that she was in the box.
No, sorry, it's night time for me now.
Yeah, please, guys, mods. I need mods to stop controlling my platform. Please don't do that, okay? Because everyone's welcome here. We do not bias. We don't block people because of Zach's enemies or this person's enemies, that person's enemies. Everyone's welcome, okay? Because you got to remember, people don't do that for us. Yeah, a lot of people, like, you know, we support a lot of people on here, but they don't come in and support us. Do you know what I mean? So I'm a little bit gutted by that, to be honest. Even though she's unhinged and everything else, I'm a bit gutted because I messaged her. That's why she came in, I assume. No, I'm going to have to take more control of my platform, I think. Because that has really upset me, because I've asked her twice to come in and, you know, she's probably coming on my email, based on my email. I had a feeling the mods were controlling you. No, it's not like that. I'm not saying they're controlling me, but I'm saying please don't block people because of Zach. You cannot let someone not let someone in the talent show because of Zach. That's stupid. You know, at the end of the day, Zach wouldn't do that for us, and I wouldn't expect him to, though. You know, Zayana. Bloody hell. Right. Where are we? We're here, aren't we? Wait a minute. No, we're not here. Wait, are we? Part 1. We're part 2. Part 2.
Game on, bitch. I'll leak everything. Come to my house. Do your thing. Do your worst. Because we all know exactly where it come from. So leave me the fuck alone.
No, I know me, Zayana means well, but what I'm saying, I'm really tired of people blocking other people's haters. This is my platform. Please, guys, don't stop controlling my platform, okay? I want everybody in the boxes. If people hate Zach, do not block them. They don't hate me. You know, I don't hate them, and I don't hate Nicole Mannix. I did message her to ask her to come in the talent show. You know, I would, you know, even though I'm friends with Zach, I don't want to be as same with Canadian Angie. People started blocking her haters because they were vile, not vile towards her, because we don't do vile comments, but because they didn't like her, because they had an opinion on her. Do not block them, because they're not having a bad opinion on me. Let's not block what we're doing here, blocking other people's haters. They don't block our haters. Do you see CA's comments, the hate they have sometimes for me? Zach sometimes in their comments, they don't get blocked. Let's not block other people's haters, because then I end up with no one, and that's not fair on me. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna. Oh, that's just made me a little bit mad. It's made me a little bit mad there. I'm not gonna lie. Because I don't want Nicole Mannix, even though I support Zach, I do, and I think sometimes she does waffle on. I do think she should come with receipts. I don't think she has anything there, even though I have those opinions. I don't hate the woman. You know, she's done nothing to me. So I absolutely let her in my box because she hasn't done anything to me. And I don't like that, I feel like I'm on repeat, that people are not letting her in because of Zach. That's not fair. You know what I mean? No, I'm talking in general. I'm not roasting anyone, guys. I don't mean to anyway. I'm not roasting anyone. But if I'd known, I don't want to stop controlling my platform. This is my platform, okay? Everyone can go and come in here.
TikTok, because you've got a stale gifting badge, bitch.
Oh.
Stay away. You know, you just,
I don't mean it the way it's... Sorry, I don't mean it the way it's come out. I'm just about upset with it. Because it's just so many people blocking the haters of other people. They're not my haters, okay? No one gets blocked if they have an opinion on Zach or if they have an opinion on Canadian Angie. Please do not block these people.
Dangerous, and you're worse than fucking Michelle and Danielle. You are worse. Worse. Oh, sorry. I had to get that off my chest, like... You are the reason CLA.
She didn't let her. She said she don't. No, she said she didn't let her in because of Zach. That's what I'm saying. She didn't let her up because of Zach, and you know, at the end of the day, that's between them two. That's all I'm saying. So I don't mean to have a go, but I honestly really did want her to come in. I messaged her, you know.
You had every intention of destroying CLA.
Sorry, I didn't mean to come across nasty. That's not my intention.
You know, share my screenshots. Maybe I was playing the game because maybe I was a little bit more smarter than you gave me credit for. Maybe I was a little bit smarter than you gave me credit for, darling. Because let me tell you now, I can handle these. Come on. Because you've got a fucking puppet on a string. You are. You're a puppet master, innit? And now they've all come back to you and they're like, is that the brat? Yeah. Tell them everything, because I'll tell them twice. I'll tell them twice with receipts. Because the thing is, the reason why you sit there, Zara, and say you got no friends in the real life, because this is what you do to your friends. That's why the only friends you have in real life are non-existent. The only friends you have are on TikTok. JJ from Reddit didn't want. You run Reddit, you run Tattle. You run, go.
Hey, she runs Comment Cafe. I've got a lot of stick on bloody Comment Cafe. What the hell? How does someone run a troll forum? I don't understand that. How someone runs a troll account?
Everything, mate. You run Reddit.
Money talks, I suppose.
Page, you run Luke's hate page, you even run my hate page on Towel. When we were friends. When we were friends, you were running my hate page.
Yeah, it is hearsay. It's all hearsay.
Bitch, are you mad?
From all of them.
Chateau, are you mad? Come on, girl. Fuck off. I am not the fucking one. Mazza, who you knew was mentally unwell, who was going through a hard time, you leaked her information. You were the one that told Cockapoo that Mazza leaked her. I've got it all in receipts. If you want every fucking receipt, I will fucking give it to you in black and white. Yeah?
CLA's defending Zara.
When you rang me crying because your husband nearly crippled your company into the ground and you went at him with a knife. On the phone to me, screaming, crying.
Listen, do I see that Zach's the problem, did you say? No, not really, I don't. I mean, because like I said, I've been in that situation that he's in and and people have made people believe that I was the crazy one. It was me with the problem. So I don't know if it's a similar situation that's on here. But then, like I said, I don't know because no one's shown any receipts. So I can't say, oh, yeah, it's Zach, when I don't know. No one's shown anything, have they?
Yeah? Oh, girl, don't. Do not. Like I said, I'll take all of you on one by one. Because why? What did you tell me, Zara? If you've got a clear conscience, you've got fuck all to worry about. Exactly. Who's the one that's on fucking prescription medication that's got a prescription addiction? You! You know, it's all a bit fucking deflectory, innit? And I can't sit here and be fucking quiet anymore. Bear my soul on the internet, because I was going to do it anyway. But all of you are going on verbal, mate. Verbal. Thank you, Becky Boobar. And the reason why I've still got half of my mods is because you couldn't get them away from me. And I've got your friends in my chat that spent years around you, you know. Even Miss Baguette knows what a piece of shit you are. Don't try it. You are the queen of trolls, mate. It's about time everyone knew what a piece of shit you are and how much you fucking divided our fucking platforms. You fucking got sacked off by a fucking Roots army, so you fucked off to 666 and Dave Duran's. Dave Duran saw what a piece of shit you were and can see how much of a knob you were. Fucked off, you know. Saw me at my lowest, you came and swooped in. Then you got the wrong end of the stick and then outed me as a scammer, didn't you? You were the reason I was the one that was outed as a charity scammer, wasn't you? Yeah, you were. And you tried to fix it, but you couldn't because you needed control. You didn't know how to fix a fucking fuck up. Wasn't it, Zara? I'm the reason. Yeah. Zara, actually, is the reason that this all came out. Zara is the reason behind the exposure with Mama cousin Gracie. And it all boils down to that fucking her. My old manager. You know, don't try and fix things when you get a guilty conscience.
What do you think, guys? Should we do a quick poll? Are you team Zek, happy face? Are you not team Zek? Let's see what people are thinking. So happy face, you are team Zek. Sad face, you're not. Based on everything you've heard, bear in mind no receipts has been strained from by anybody.
Now, 2026, I'ma fix it all.
It's quite close, isn't it?
I'ma fix what you took from me, you know. And it was that you. Everyone knows what I've been. And let me tell you now, I'm very misunderstood. I very much am. And if you actually got to know me, you'd realise that I'm actually not that much of a bad cunt. But I've had to fight so many battles this year, like, you know. And to sit there and be submissive, and have someone tell me they're going to smash my windows in because I went on live with Miss Red and wished her a happy new year at your 40-odd-year-old big old lipoed age. Do you know what I mean? And telling me you're going to smash my house up with my dogs in. Are you crazy? I'll smash your house up with your kids in. You wouldn't like that, would you? That was the point I was trying to make. That's not a direct threat, by the way. But that's the same point. Nah. And that's when we fell out. I had emails warning me about her, everything. The woman is the biggest narc. She's on par with Danielle and Michelle, if not worse. So join your teams, rally up your haters. You can never do what I do because you haven't got what? An honest bone in your body. An honest bone in your body. Everything CLA said about Zara, bar the nonce rumours.
CLA is apparently, hearsay again, is defending Zara.
Pharmaceutical addictions.
So, apparently. So, guys, we're going to go into, what's this? Zek reacts to Miss Red's video.
All over the place, to be honest.
No, we've seen that one. Part 2. Where's the one when he goes into the house?
And your husband's driving you shit.
Part 2, part 1.
Debated by 2 other creators up on your page. Do you think that's appropriate?
Right, so, guys, another trigger warning. The blaster joins Xbox and says his essay didn't happen.
Do you think, whether you believe it or not, do you think it's appropriate to post on Sex Assault Debate? Do you? Ask me that question. Never it's about me. You know, Evil Queen and
Show me the post where I've put that up.
Evil Queen Sophie Bailey debates Zach's essay.
Thanks, trigger warning.
Screen recorders, Zach. I don't.
Yeah, but it's a screen recorder.
Of your drum.
No, it's a screen. It's my sexual assault. So if 2 people are debating my sexual assault, do you think it's appropriate for you to sit there, just like if I was debating your sexual assault or your domestic violence, Do you think it as me as an FYP host?
Look, you're not going to play the fucking victim with me because I won't wash.
But I'm not playing the victim. I'm asking you, do you think it's appropriate? Do you think it's appropriate to debate someone's sexual assault, regardless whether I put it online at first? So,
You know
okay, so Miss Red puts her domestic violence on live. Am I not allowed to debate that? Can I do that?
Let me answer then.
Luke the judge puts his traumas on. Can I debate that? No?
Yes, I do, because you've got a fucking victim complex. That's
victim
what you've
complex.
got. It's war is me all the fucking time.
Right,
It
okay.
doesn't wash with me. You're a fucking dickhead.
So are you invalidating my sexual assault?
Stop crying.
Are you invalidating my sexual
Stop crying
assault?
about your sexual assault. You brought it.
Wow! This is where it leads with these guys. Stop crying about your sexual assault.
Fuck you.
Stop crying about your sex. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Because I will bring everything to the app, Zach.
Do it then, girl, because you're trash. You're trash.
It didn't really happen, did it?
I did it. Well, Miss Red didn't get
It
punched
didn't
in the
happen,
face.
did it, Zach?
Miss Red didn't get punched in the
didn't
face.
happen. Yes,
Luke the
actually.
judge hasn't been what he's been through. Bye, girl. Bye. Bye. Shut your mouth. Oh, wrong at all in the slightest. Don't none of you ever come for me, listen, because you're going to create the biggest villain you're...
Listen, I just feel with Zach, he has gone through quite a trauma in his past. And that's something I think, I think he's hurting. He's definitely hurting. Who wouldn't? I mean, listen, I find this, because I don't want to sit there being some goddamn hypocrite now. However, I know some people aren't going to like me say this, and this is not about Zach. No, I love Zach, and I know he's gone through what he's gone through, right? And I hope he really does get the help that he needs with that, because I know he's hurting, big time, okay? I really do. But I'm going to just say this, to anyone, really. I think, when you, and the same with me, I suppose, when you bring your trauma to this app, people are going to have an opinion. They're going to have an opinion. And some people are going to say, I don't believe you. People said that about me. They have. Have I said that about others? Yes. When I hear it all the time, when I hear it constantly, I do. I think, are they using their trauma? I have. I cannot say I haven't. So I can't sit here, although I don't like this FYP blaster, and say, crucify her for what I suppose, for what she has said, because then I'm going to be a hypocrite, and I can't be that hypocrite. Do you know what I mean? But I know Zach has gone through that. Yeah, of course. I don't know Zach personally. To be fair, I've spoken to Mike a couple of times on the phone, but I know that he's gone through that and he's hurting over that. But however, I do feel if you bring it to the app, there are going to people that are going to say that I don't believe you. And you, in the voice of reason. Well, I've said it myself, haven't I? You're gonna get people questioning. Absolutely, you're gonna get people questioning. You got to remember, this is a app with money. There's money on TikTok, so people are gonna say, I don't believe you. You're doing it for gifts. You're doing it for views. You're doing it for this reason, that reason. Take the money away, and it wouldn't be as toxic. And I'm not saying that's the reason for Zach, but I'm just saying there are some people that do it for that reason. But however, I can't sit here and crucify FYP Blaster for what she said to Zach about his trauma, because then I will be the biggest hypocrite. Because like I said, yeah, people are going to think it's vile, absolutely. But however, it's an opinion. Okay? Yeah. So let me get to this bit when he gets to the house. He's got someone that comes to his house.
We gotta get inside.
Where is it?
Right, where are we going now? Listen to me.
The emojis and stuff.
They're all muddled up, guys. I haven't even had time to go through all of these. I really haven't. Now, where is it?
Access denied.
Right, where's the one with the... when someone came to his house?
We gotta get inside.
Guys, I'm so not organised today.
Don't you come along disguised as a fairy godmother with other intentions. Don't get me wrong, the woman.
Right, so this is the Zara's husband turning up at Zach's house. So he's playing a video of himself here, and you can hear in the background him shouting, "Get out of my house." Trigger warning.
You come along disguised
Trigger.
as a fairy godmother with other intentions. Don't get me wrong, the woman done a lot for me. She helped me out, but it came as a fucking price. It came at a price. My platform didn't become my platform anymore. It became hers. For real. I weren't allowed to talk to my mods. I had nobody. Anybody wanted to get through me, they go through her. It weren't a level of protection. It was the same with CLA. I was tracked on my iPhone.
You're gonna send your husband.
Yeah.
You're gonna
tracked
send your
on my
husband to
iPhone.
my house.
Like,
You're gonna send your husband to my house. Are you mad?
Listen.
Are you mad? You're gonna send your husband to my house. My house, Sarah. You're gonna send my husband to my house.
You crazy bitch.
It's not fake.
Crazy fucking bitch.
I don't
Step through
think
my
it's fake.
fucking threshold. Step through my fucking threshold and send to my... Oh, Chantal. Chantal, you're fucked. You're fucked. You're all fucked. Jane, call the police, because I haven't even got fucked.
It's not fake. The police turned up and everything.
Call the police now. You're fucked. Zara? Yeah? You're fucked. How dare your fucking husband come into my house? Come into my house, stand online. Call the police now. Call the police now. Yeah, dirty girl. You dirty knob.
I do feel for Zach here because your house should be your safe place. This is where you should feel safe. You should be able to, even though, yes, he has said a lot. Yeah, yes, he has. But however, that is his right to. Yeah, he has not broken the law. It's his opinion. Okay, just like someone might have an opinion on me, just like someone might have an opinion on you if you was to get into the box. We all have opinions. We all go in on someone we do not like. We all do. So, well, some of us do exposure lives. We do this live. We do that. You know, we all have an opinion on someone on this app, do we not? So we cannot all go around going to and knocking at, threatening to go to people's houses or going to someone's house. We cannot all go. Can you imagine if we all decided, well, let's just take it all off the app? You know, this is where you should always feel safe, regardless of your opinion. Okay, because with that is basically taking your freedom of having that opinion away. You might not like that opinion. You can go live and go back at that person, absolutely. But this you cannot do.
What's that? What's her name? Chantal what? And I first...
Let me ask you a question, yeah? What about many women come on this app that have children that they live with? What about their opinions? There's many women on here that have said the most vilest shit. And they have kids living in their house. So when do we cross the line? Do we say, okay, as long as it's not kids who are in the house? I mean, how do you know that, you know, that Zach hasn't got like a nephew? I don't know if he's got nephews or someone that's, you know, a child visiting the house. How do you know who's going to be there? Do you know what I mean? So are we only allowed, is only parents of children allowed opinions? Because we're not, you know, we obviously don't threaten, no one should ever threaten anyone that's got children, don't get me wrong, ever. But we can threaten anyone else. So you've got people with children that can say the most vilest shit, get away with their shit, and hide behind their children. I've got kids. Do you know what I mean? Because these are the people that are saying it, right? A lot of the people are saying that, well, you know, what you say is, you know, your consequences on TikTok and all this shit, you know, it's justified people turning up at someone's house. People that are also saying it have got kids because they're hiding behind their children because they can have any opinion they want. You know, I've got kids. But you've had an opinion. You don't have kids. Yeah, that's justified. You know, and it's not okay because you can hear in Zach's voice. He's panicked. He's bloody hyperventilating. Someone has just entered his house without his consent. And no, I don't agree with that. You know, like when you look at someone like Charlie, I know it's a completely different level, if that's the right word to use, but Charlie Kirk, what happened to him for having opinions? Yeah? So, I mean, that could happen again. That could happen to someone on TikTok. You know, someone going to someone's house, when you're encouraging someone to go to someone's house, you don't know what they're capable of doing. When you're set as a creator, encouraging it, justifying it, doing all of that, how do you know what that person's going to do to that person when they get to their house? So that's going to be on you, isn't it, for encouraging it? It's an app. If words hurt you, time to get off the app. Okay? But however, like I said, I don't know who Zara is. There has been no receipts shown as to this is the person that Zach is saying she is. But I'm just not being biased, okay? I just don't agree with people turning up at people's properties. Okay, you know my opinions on that. Oh.
When I tried to get CLA out of hospital,
Yeah, fucking run, man.
you know, I opened up to her and I said to her,
Listen,
"Bitch."
like I said, he's asked to fight a woman. He said he's going to drag a woman. And he said some words. And have you ever heard the actions speak louder than words? Listen, they might hurt you. They might be vile. They might be horrible. But you cannot take the law into your own hands. You just cannot do that. Because you don't know who's in this house at that time. You know? You just don't know. I mean, you shouldn't be turning up at anyone's house anyway. Do you know what I mean? But however, listen, so many people have said vile shit. Let's all turn up at these people's houses, and shall we? Because there's so many that have said the most awful shit on TikTok. You know? So if you're saying, but he said about this about a woman, they're words. Not nice, but they're words.
I'm struggling. I didn't go to CLA's.
He said to come.
Ring the doorbell, mate. You're fucked.
Just come out of hospital myself.
You and your husband are fucked.
Do you know what I mean? So I just see a woman getting fucking.
Well, I wouldn't advise, like I've always said on my TikTok, I don't consent to anyone coming to my house, you know. So I wouldn't advise anyone to get a bit cocky and say, come. You know what I mean? Because that's just stupid. Because now you're inviting people to come to your house, you know. So if that's Zach, what he said, well, then he shouldn't have said that. You know, but no one, you know, if somebody is told to leave, they need to leave their house. Yeah, you know what I mean? You can't force yourself into somebody's house. So I do feel for him here, okay?
Zara, you fucked with the wrong line. I'm just fucking shaking. Have we got that alive? Have we got that alive? Yeah? We got that alive? Yeah? Good. You're fucked. Olia, you did the biggest mistake of your fucking life, darling. You've just proved exactly who you fucking are. Exactly who you fucking are. Mate, listen, I had him out.
This is really hard to watch, actually, and I've watched this, and it does really make me sad because, you know, the guy is shaking. Yeah, why should he feel scared in his own home? This is not okay for anyone to be doing this. And listen, I've not said anything bad about Zara or her husband because I don't know them. So please don't think I'm being biased, because I'm not. I'm saying there's no receipts to what Zach's saying. There's no receipts to what Nicole's saying. There's no receipts to what Miss Red said. There's just no receipts, okay? So I'm not sitting here slating Zara in any way, shape or form, all right, because I don't know the woman. However, I'm so against with this, okay, because this man, you know, and you may say karma. What for words? Are you going to say next that Charlie Kirk got his karma? Because when you're sitting there saying, you know, when you're happy about someone getting karma in this way where they're feeling scared in their own home, do you have children? Do you have children? Because when you need to this person gets a question. You need to put yourself in this man's situation. Someone's come to your house and you have got children in that house. But if he's invited to someone in their house, that's just stupidity. If that's the case, right? Then he should not have done that. I've not seen the video. If anyone, because that's hearsay to me. Has anyone got the video of that? Never ever ask it. Never. I know people get mad, don't they? Come to my house. Come to my house. Don't come to mine. Come. You know, you just played it. What is it? This video? Have I missed it? Guys, maybe get both sides before backing it. Listen, I'm only going by what I see and what I play. Listen, I've said this and I say it again. I have no for anything towards Zara or her husband. I don't know her. Okay, there's no receipts. But I'm just talking about people that turn up at people's houses. That's it. Okay, but yes, you're right. There is two sides to a story. And I said that yesterday. There is two sides to a story. Okay, and that's why I'm not saying much about the Zara situation, because I don't know, because I've not seen any receipts. But however, I'm just talking about people turning up at people's houses. But was it on this video that you said come, come, come? Because have I missed it? Because I didn't see it. When so many are saying the same thing, it's time to open your eyes. No, and I'll tell you why, because a lot of people said that about me. The same people, the clique. Yeah, thank you, Paula. They said the same thing about me. They made me out like I was this monster. I'm a wrongin'. I'm this kind of person. I've done this, I've done this, I've done that. And I'm not any of that. You see me pretty much all day on TikTok. You know pretty much a lot about my life. You know that I abused my mother. I bloody, there's loads and loads. There's loads of it. Do you know what I mean? And I'm none of that. And that was to try and push me off. You know, you got EQ sitting there once saying, let's affect Angie's mental health. Let's attack her, go for her mental health. Let's talk on her father that's dead. Let's say rest in peace Sheila and all of these kind of things. This is what they were doing to me. And I was okay with EQ. I kind of just moved on from it. That's the person I am. I mean, for me, it was the talent show that I will never forgive her over. Do you know what I mean? But however, yeah, I moved on from it. But they all did that to me, and everyone was saying the same thing. Everyone was saying I was part of this PLM server. Even people I didn't even know. I said, you don't even know me. You're just jumping on the bandwagon. So when you sit there saying not everyone can be wrong, you are wrong for saying that, because it's TikTok. And unfortunately, people like sheep. It's like the domino effect. One person says it, two people. I can make an accusation up right now. Right, and I can say something, and I guarantee you, it will start going around the app. It will start going around that where people jump on it because they have a dislike for that person, and then it's like, oh my God, not all these people can be wrong. This is really bad. Do you get what I'm saying? And the reason I defend Zach so much is because I've been through there. I've been in that position where he is at. Now, you could say, are me and Zach wrong? Are we wrong? Do you get what I'm saying? But however, you're sitting there believing, you know, just people that have a dislike for someone, you know. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I have a dislike for certain people as well. You could say the same thing about me. You could say the same thing about Zach. But I've been in Zach's shoes. You know what I'm saying? So I have experienced what he's going through. I mean, you know. Apart from the Zara situation, I don't really know who that woman is.
Fucking hell.
I think I battled her once. I'm pretty sure I battled her. I can't bloody remember.
At the fucking door. Anyone
Yeah. This is nothing to do with the clique here. This is the Zara situation. Yeah.
Next time I put throat, mate. Yeah, come on. Fucking come on, mate. You want to fucking sit there? You've all pushed me to my patience. You, Red, Luke, every single one of you. You've just shown exactly every single piece of shit you fucking are.
And I'm going to tell you now, and I said it last night, and I'm going to keep banging on about this, right? Right, and it needs to stop. Whether you think you're in the right or not, it all needs to stop. Zach needs to stop. Miss Red needs to stop. Luke needs to stop. They all need to just stop now. Okay? Today. Not tomorrow, Luke, because you said you're going to not talk on them tomorrow. Today. It needs to stop today. Because what I see with Luke is Luke going in on this guy. Yeah? For hours. That's what I see. Okay? You may see different things. But however, it all needs to stop. Because if you push this man, because he's one man, he's a one-man army. He's got a community, but he hasn't got a group of creators behind him. He's got me. But I don't sit there dragging the clique like they do with him. I don't do that. I just defend, have my opinions on the FYP. Okay? So it just needs to stop, because if this guy does something to himself, you will be arrested. And that's a guarantee. Because people are going to report it and say that this man was harassed, and it pushed him over the edge and he unalived himself. That's what people are going to say. Okay, and that's a jail sentence. I'm not saying, right, guys, listen, I'm not the police, I'm not the jury. I'm not saying this man is innocent, Zach. They might turn around and say, oh, it was tit for tat. I'm just going by what I see on TikTok. But however, if the police was to get everyone's devices, we could all have it wrong. It could be a big tit for tat. It could be Zach. Who knows? We only go by what we see, right, on TikTok. And that's small compared to what they will look at. Okay? So everyone just needs to stop because someone is going to be pushed over the edge. Not tomorrow, today. And I know I'm talking on it now. I do the FYP. But it just needs to, don't get your last word in. Because I know what Luke's doing. 3:30 he wants to speak on Zach to get his last word in. And then expects Zach to stop. No, Zach's going to go live tomorrow and react to what Luke is saying today. So it's going to keep continuing. Yeah? Listen, it doesn't matter who's at this point whose fault it is. You said this, he said this. It doesn't, none of that matters anymore. It doesn't matter if it's Miss Red's fault. It's not her fault. It does not matter. It just needs to all stop today.
Oh, good. I'm glad you have now, because that fucking piece of shit that's just...
Nothing to do with Miss Red. Okay, well, listen, if there's nothing to do with the Miss Red, it's nothing to... I'm just telling everybody, it just needs to stop, that's it. Doesn't matter who's to blame, who's not to blame anymore. You said this, he said this, it's all you said this and he said that. This does not matter anymore. Someone is going to be pushed over the edge. And you could say, but, I don't know, Luke could say, but what about my mental health? But I'm only going by what I see with Zach. Yeah, and I don't see Zach in a good place. I mean, what I see with Luke, I don't see a person that's in a bad place. However, if he opened up and said, you know what, this is how I feel. He's not done that. Zach has. So I'm only going by what I see. However, if that's how Luke feels or someone over in the clique feels, then just stop. Because this is pack mentality. If you want to go back at Zach because he says something to you, go back at him. But do not go at him because of what he said about Miss Red or what he said about bloody Joe down the road. Because you'll have no case. Because what are you going to do if you was to get arrested? He went for my friend. Okay. Did he go for you? He went for my friend. That's why I kept going for him. I have to protect my friend. Did he go for you? You have no defense, no case. Do you know what I mean? So just... if he speaks on you, have your opinion on what he's saying about you, not what he said about your friend or somebody else. Okay? And that's what I'm saying. Just all of it, stop it. So everyone lets that keep manipulating people for money, but just listen, what's the end goal though? What do you want the outcome to be? What's the outcome? And that's how you need to look at it. You've all had your opinions, including myself, right? You need to now move on and drop it. Because you keep saying, but let Zach do this. What do you want to happen? Zach, I'm saying Zach needs to stop as well. All of you, I'm not being biased here. Everyone needs to stop. Everybody. God, must him to stop. Well, they all need to stop because what I'm seeing, and I'm only going by what I see, and please don't think I'm being biased. I see Luke constantly going in on Zach. That's what I see. But then I don't really watch Zach as much as, I watch Luke because at times I do cam to him. So maybe I'm not seeing it. However, like I said, if this was with the police, they would probably see a bigger picture that we're not seeing, right? We only see a small picture because we can't watch everyone at the same time. So we don't know what Zach's saying at this time or that time because we might not be on TikTok at the time. So that's what I'm saying. The police will see a bigger picture. However, I think someone is going to get hurt. Okay, and like I said, it just needs to all stop and put it to bed today.
Did not come paid for liposuction, did he? That's really coming.
But however, I'm gonna say this with the Zara situation, Zach did start speaking on this first, from what I see. Okay, so this is really nothing to do with the clique.
Fucking come through fat as fucking the police. Are you mad? Are you mad? Oh, the same colour as fucking red. Yeah. Didn't do fuck all, did he? fuck off, mate. Fuck off, you fucking little losers. Oh my God. I'm staying live. I'm staying live for my own protection. Oh, fuck you, Zara. You're fucked, mate. CLA was right about you. Everyone was right about you.
Someone said runs his mouth too much. There's many people that run their mouth on TikTok, but it still doesn't justify anyone turning up at someone's house. It's an app. You know, if you're that sensitive, it's probably not an app for you. If you're going to go by what someone says about you, you know, if you want to go back at them, get back on that. You know, but no one should be silenced. It's like if I have an opinion, I do the FYP, so I talk on people every day. You know, when you got Luke saying I'm always slagging people off, so does he. Does FYP? He talks on people. He talks on people what's on the video. He has his opinion, so I'm no different to that, right? But however, what I was going to say is, I've got my point now. About running your mouth off on TikTok, but you're now silencing people. So if I have an opinion on what I see on a video, and you might not like that opinion, and you want to threaten me and say you're coming to my house, now you're silencing me from having my opinion on you. I'm not breaking the law, you know, by having that opinion. And that's a problem with this app. You know, freedom of speech we're losing it. You know, and I'm not saying it's you know about slagging people off or anything, but it is TikTok. It's drama talk, and that's what people do. But if you can't take that, someone slagging you off or having something to say, and you can't be an adult and go on your live and do the same thing and react or go back at them, then you need to come off TikTok because it's not the right place for you.
You are fucked. Oh, you're fucked. I'm so glad every one of you heard that. That was Zara's husband that just walked through my fucking door and got dragged straight back out, mate. Whew.
Yeah, someone said don't give it if you can't take it. Verbally, yes. Verbally. But, yeah, exactly. If you're knocking at someone's door, then, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You should be able to take it, you know, give it back verbally, yeah. Don't take the law into your own hands. Oh, my God, I sound like my father.
Yeah.
I sound like my father.
Yeah.
You got to remember this. Anyone that encourages it, you've probably got children. How would you feel if someone started threatening you over your opinion? Say you had an argument with someone. Well, say you had an argument with me, just hypothetically, right? We've had an argument. You said something to me, and I said, I'm going to send someone to your house, and you've got kids. How would you feel? You'd be like, okay, I'm entitled to my opinion. You'd be feeling that way. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what the hell? Gigi wants to come in your bedroom, the weirdo. He's a weirdo.
Cunt.
I sort of gonna
Get back down and fucking stage, you fucking.
the famous bedroom.
Let me tell you now. I've got that all on ring doorbell, everything.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Like I said, you don't know what people are capable of. When you're encouraging people to turn up people's houses and all this kind of shit, and you're thinking it's clever and you want that karma, you don't really give a shit. You just want the drama, right? You just want the drama and all this is exciting. This is like EastEnders and all this shit. Just remember, you don't know what that person's capable of. They don't know if they've got a weapon in their pocket. You don't know what they're going to do when they get to that person's house. You know, you just don't know anybody on the app. So, you know, people shouldn't be encouraging this and thinking it's funny because none of it's funny because you don't know anybody, what they're like. This is your safe place, your house, okay? This is the only place that you should ever feel safe.
I opened the door, literally, head down, fucking walk straight. Are you crazy? Same flat, I got raped in. Are you fucking mad? Are you mad? Are you mad?
Trigger warning, sorry guys.
Oh, you have just literally popped too early soon, didn't you, darling? Popped too early soon, didn't you? Oh, yeah, fucking hell. What, was I speaking the truth, was I? Was I speaking the truth? Yeah. Oh, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we fucking go.
Last night, Sam
See what I had
Jones.
to go through. And when I tell you now about selling your soul, I ain't fucking wrong. Dirty bastard, mate.
Blah, blah, blah.
Dirty bastard. Oh, Zara. Oh, darling. Don't you come along.
So that's basically what happened last night, guys. So we're going to go to this morning and see what happens this morning, because he went live.
You know,
Zach went live this morning. So part one, Zach has a morning chat with the Hive. Right.
like I wasn't. I was just hard work, as is any child, you know.
And can I just say something, guys? I think it really does need to stop here. And, you know, and if Luke goes live at 3:30 to have his say, to have his opinion, do you know what I mean? Listen, it wasn't even about him. It was about, you know, the Zara situation. Do you know what I mean? Then we'll know who the problem is.
Violent. I thought other kids, yeah, because I was the gay kid. I had to stick up for myself. But, you know, and I literally wish the day I came out of hospital I never accepted any help or took any cash offerings. And have I had to borrow money the last few weeks? Yeah, I have, because people have done everything in their power to try and fucking damage my income and my brand. You know, and I'm never going to be shamed into borrowing money. You've all had to borrow money. Does it make me a crook?
Did you see what he did later on, or are you brushing past it? What he did later on, last night or this morning? Send me the video.
And the thing is, I love hard, I trust hard, you know. And do you know what, the two people I'm most disappointed in, who I genuinely thought, like, Sophie Bailey, she's mad, she's got every entitlement to be bad. Mad, I mean. Just out of principle, but there was a miscommunication and I was off my face, you know. That's the difference, like, that was it. And EQ, you know, I thought, you know, beyond that tough, hard-faced exterior, there was something down there. But, you know, I let the gonorrhea slide. I let that slide. That was already humiliating enough. Because what people don't seem to realise is, yeah, we do have real lives. Do I agree with the stuff I've partaken in? No, I don't. I'm far from it. I hate myself for it. But at the same time, you haven't been called a nonce in the street. You haven't been spat at. You haven't had people turn up to your house. You know, you haven't had to have tough conversations with your friends and family. It hasn't had your relationships break down or your friendships because of people's opinions. I've had to have conversations with my family that I would never have to have, you know. And people can sit there and say hate campaigns this, hate campaigns that. Your opinions on me are invalid when, like I say, and I'll keep bringing it up and make examples. I will make examples and say, I could never forgive someone that called me a peddalo or would accuse me of interfering with my best friend's grandchild, you know. The last person that called me a pedo died, and that was on the universe, and that was Simon, you know. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, when does it stop? Like, I don't cry about anyone countering me. I don't care. I love people countering me. It's a chance. It's extra audience. You know, it's an extra audience for me. It's an extra platform for me to debut my fucking personality and my character as such. You know, like, do you know what I mean? Like, even at Grace's wedding, everyone at Grace's wedding could see what I was going, but I wasn't myself. I was so...
So Zach's not so far talking about the clique. He's not talking about anything. He's talking about his experience, right? Whether you believe him or not, have an opinion on it or not. You know, he's talking about himself. So I don't think anyone should be firing up lives this afternoon talking on what he's got here. You know, I think they need to block each other.
Zoned out. There was nothing. The lights were on and no one's home.
He wished rape on a child.
And it was my
excuse me, when has he wished a grape on a child? What video is that? Because I didn't see any of that.
Social situation.
Last night.
What I went through. And it's really hard.
Can you send me the video then? I obviously haven't seen it. He did, Angie. He wasn't in the live. Well, guys, I only play what I see. So I'm not brushing past anything. So if you can, please send me the video. Let me know if you have sent me it so I can, what name it is on here.
I'm being forced to have to say it so
he never did, someone has put.
And it's not me trying to be a victim.
Please send it to me
I don't want
then.
to be a victim. I don't want to be seen as a victim, but I hope my spirals and my drinking and my drug use.
Send it to. Don't send it to this account. Send it to Delusive_FYP.
Because when you've had to have carried the weight
Someone
of the
said he
world on your
didn't.
shoulders, and
If I don't get it, it didn't
something
happen.
I loved doing for so many years, and to have that weaponised 24/7.
Just before you gifted him. Listen, when I went into his live, I didn't hear anything. I was just looking for the gift to send him. So, is that what people are saying? I gifted him as soon as he says something about a child? Because I never heard anything about a child. But send it to me, please. Because no, if you don't send me, it didn't happen.
You know,
Where's the proof exactly?
Stand for used against you by people, and it's to have the same people that done the things that they did to me, and to have access, and I had to go live and I had to fake it.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Too bad to be posted. Okay, right. Okay.
And I had to smile, and I could just.
That's a lie, guys. Do not believe it. They're just trolls.
And I didn't want to press the live button because it's giving them access. And this is why I was so. This is why people get.
Guys, don't believe any of these comments. They're lying. He never said anything about that because apparently it's too vile to post. Yeah, okay.
You know, anyone that's been assaulted, whether it's been sexually, domestically, like. I've never all of it's new. Like when I get recognised in the street, anyone that's met me in person will tell you how shy I actually am in the sense of when you approach me, like Beyonce.
Oh, they've been sent here. Oh, okay. I'll just leave
Do you know what I'm saying? Like even Grace.
Yeah, I'd be like FYP if you said that.
You know, like it's not.
Imagine lying about a man. Imagine lying and making out that a man said something about, what did you say that he said something about kids and grape? Imagine coming here because someone told you to. I don't know who, but someone told you to come here and to make such an accusation on an innocent man. Imagine doing that. You should all be locked up, and these are women. Shame on you. You are all women making an accusation towards this a man. He's a kind. If it was getting a child, or well, if you have not sent me the video, guys, how have I not seen it? Send it to me because, but you're saying here that it's too vile to post. Look, you look for it. I'm not looking for it because I don't know what to look for. If you've got it, you should have it, right?
Slightest, but it's
been twisted.
I just don't get that concept.
Is it a comment? Because I did come across a comment, but I can't remember what video it was. Because if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, that's twisted. Then that's definitely been twisted. Right, what does that hungry guy want? Hello, hungry guy. I'm seeing if anyone sent me the video.
Hello, Angie.
Surprise, surprise, haven't got it.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, yeah. Just very quickly. Okay, so what he basically said, I've
got the video.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'll drop.
Okay.
Bye.
Is it? I assume this is the video. I will just play the audio of it. One sec. Why is it not playing? This is a video. I've already played this video. I've either missed it or what. Let's have a look.
It was orchestrated.
Is it near the end? It's near the end, isn't it?
Honestly, it was the hardest thing I ever went through. One up.
Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, still not crying about it.
And that really made me really ill. Really ill.
Cause I thank you.
No, we didn't, because I played this video.
Be to Zara.
Because I knew I couldn't go from A to Z and
Zara.
put everything out there. Do you know what I mean?
Zara.
It would have got other people in.
That's not the video. They're saying that's not the video.
But I'm just glad people are speaking.
Well, that's the video I got sent, and that's another.
The same woman that sat there and said that.
Part 2.
That's made fiddle with your grandchild. I'll say it again. So stop pretending.
Near the end. I'm sure it was one of these ones. Okay, well, if it's happened when I gifted him, I'm not seeing that video. SL FYP. Give me a sec then. SL FYP. Right. Which one is it? Zach says some people's opinions on him are invalid. That's this morning, so it's not that one, is it? Have they put the title? So if you're going to discuss Zach speaks on the blast FYP. Zach speaking on Misread and Zara. Which one is it? Part 1 Zach talk. I'm not going to play them all to find it. Which one is it?
It's crazy, people. It's crazy. All up at the crack of dawn.
Luke sings a song.
Sorry,
Where is it?
It's crazy, people.
It's got a pink cover. A pink cover. What do you mean a pink cover? They've all got pink covers. They're all pink! Luke's twisted that what he said, play the clip where the blaster left the box. So is this when she was in the box, blaster? Pink writing all over the front of it. This one? Is it that one? Yes, right. This is the one, okay.
Put a video up about me being honest about my trauma. Good. Then, if anyone's debating mine, then they won't swung around the kitchen. Eye for an eye, good tooth for tooth. Because listen, I'll bury your traumas up from the fucking ground if you think you're going to use my fucking recent ones. I will use your past traumas and I will literally drag them across the coals. It's sad as well because it's the reason why I fell out of love with it last year. The whole Bunny End situation came about, I don't know, I feel like it was a push out to break away from what I was in. I don't want to pretend to cry, I just oh, look at the fake tears. Amy, I hope your whole family unalive in a house fire. Yeah. I hope your son chokes on Lego. Well, I don't know what age they are. I'm hoping they're adult age. But yeah. I hope your adult child chokes on Lego. You said, I hope your kids choke on Lego. Yeah. I literally built Hogwarts Castle. That's what adults play with Lego. I built Hedwig's Castle and I got Hedwig. So, stop being thick. A lot of adults play with Lego. The fact that you're more outraged by me saying that about sex, I hope none of your sons, brothers, uncles get with a hard R, with a big dick. Do I have to say that graphically to get through to your fucking thick heads? Do I have to say it with a hard R? Hard R. Rape. Has it got through your heads? Has it got through your fucking heads? Before you're sitting there fucking discrediting me? It's got through your heads? Have you tried stitches?
Yeah, he hasn't wished grape on no one. Okay, let's not twist it, first of all. He hasn't. He said, I hope, did he say your kids? I hope your kids, your brothers, don't get graped.
Have you had to have fucking blood transfusions? Have you had to have that? Yeah? Yeah. Shut your fucking mouths. It's jarring, mate. Jarring. Sometimes you've got to use the shock factor. Do you know what I mean? Time for a kip. Well, honestly, tell that to your son when he's been... Tell that to your son when he's come back from 5 Jaeger bombs. Yeah? Tell your grandson to get over it when he's been... Tell that to your nephew when he's been... Yeah? You're affected, good. If you're that affected, you'll listen. If you're outraged by the way that I say with a hard R and you're offended by that, the brat, you're the issue.
See, I think he's had some kind of episode there, hasn't he, where he's because of his trauma, it's such a, he's obviously huge. I don't agree with it, by the way, but he's hugely triggered, isn't he? He's not wished it on anyone, first of all, okay? He hasn't done that. I don't agree with him putting children with and saying well, how would you feel if, try saying that if your child came home and was raped? Because obviously, listen, Zach's not a child, he's an adult. Do you know what I mean? So you can't compare. I know that's a horrible thing to say. I'm so sorry, but you can't compare that, right? But no, I don't agree with what he said, but I do think he's highly triggered here. I think he's been pushed, and this is not me making excuses for him. I think this man has been pushed, and he's actually snapped. I'm not defending him. I think this man, I see a man that's snapped and has crumbled under the pressure people have put him under. He's so triggered by his trauma, and that's why I said to him, he needs to get some counselling, he needs to get therapy. Do you know what I mean? And maybe give TikTok a break, for a while, and then come back when he's better. I think he's so triggered by his trauma, and I don't agree with him using children as a comparison. Do you know what I mean? Like, how would you feel if it was your kid that was, do you know what I mean? No, I don't agree with that at all. And I'm not defending him. I'm just saying I see a man that's crumbled, snapped. No excuses. I'm not doing that. But I think, you push, and everyone's been speaking on his trauma and all this kind of shit. He's highly affected, highly triggered by what happened to him. And I don't know all the ins and outs as to what happened to him. I'm not going to lie, I don't. But no, I don't agree with he should ever put children in that category, in the same kind of category. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that is wrong. But however, I didn't hear any of this before I gifted him because I was charging up. I wasn't even on his live. You know what I mean? So.
Do not.
So the fact that Miss Red went live and mentioned that gift, because I was wondering what she was talking about, because I thought, well, wait a minute, how dare you tell me who had a Canon Gun gift? Because I didn't know any of this. I hadn't seen this video. But however, I think Miss Red needs to get her facts right before coming for me. I never gifted him because of what he said. I did not hear what he said. Okay, I just went to gift him. Probably the timing was just so wrong. Yeah, and people want to twist it and make out that's why I gifted him. I'm not fucking thick. Do you really think, with all eyes on Zach, I would go and gift him when he said something about children? Do you really think I'm that stupid to go and gift him when he said something like that? Of course not. Okay, so they want to twist that around as well. However, I don't agree with what he said, and I will speak to him about what he said as well, because I don't think he should have mentioned kids. When he's talking on Grape. If he wants to talk about Grape itself as what he's gone through and talk about as in, well, how would you feel if it happened to you as an adult? I don't think he should be putting kids in that category, because that's just not okay to be putting in kids and, to be weaponizing children, if that's the right word. No, I don't agree with it. And I will speak to him about it as well. You need to listen to right, there's more to it. Yeah, one sec. No, that was it. And then you got the lines at. That's it. And then they've put some support numbers. Have I missed something else? Hello, hungry guy. This is what I'm saying. It was a response. This is what I'm trying to say. He was definitely triggered by people talking about, as they say, I was talking about the blaster and other people. He's had some kind of, I don't even know if it's an episode, but this man snapped, right?
And
I agree with it. No, I do not. Hello, hungry guy.
Hello, yeah. Can I just say, this is what I always will stand up for you and I will always back you. But this is the kind of time where you make it really hard. You're going to get dragged across the app for this, and if you defend that.
Thanks for what, hungry guy? The man snapped. He snapped. He's been snapping. He snapped last night. He snapped when someone came to his house. He was terrified. People have gone. No, listen to me. People have been going for him every day. The man has been pushed over to the edge. He's pushed to the edge. Do I agree with what he said? Absolutely not. I don't agree, and I said I'll speak to him. I don't agree because, like I said, if he wants to mention Grape, he should say, how would you feel like it if, as an adult? He shouldn't be using children in that way. However, when I gifted him, I didn't hear what he'd said. So when people are trying to twist it around and make out I gifted him after he said it is talking bullshit, like misread this morning, because I was wondering why she mentioned that gift. Now I know. Why do you think I was a little bit lost? Why is she mentioning what I gifted him? what I gifted him. It was his birthday. That's what I came on and said. I said, why is it to do with her? It's his birthday.
Yeah,
Get your
no,
facts correct before you go in on someone that's sending someone a gift and making it out like it's because of what they said.
no, I 100% get that, and I'm not even talking about forget the gift, okay? The fact is that he literally said, and I quote, "I hope your grandson gets hard." That's literally what he just said.
That. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Guys, play that again. That's what I'm saying, and what I'm saying is...
Can we put some triggers in the box? Listen, I didn't hear that. I thought I heard... This is what I heard, okay? I'm not saying that... I could be wrong here, okay? And I probably didn't hear it properly. I thought I heard, how would you like it if it was your son or your child? And that's why I said, she shouldn't be weaponizing kids. If you said it if you wanted to mention, like, how would you like it as an adult, and that happened, not saying that's right either, but don't weaponize kids. I thought you said, I hope you don't.
Okay, let's say you didn't hear it. Play it again and say it's wrong, and then, yeah. Because,
okay,
we can't defend this, and...
Yeah, I won't defend it if that's what he said. I did not, I swear to God, not...
Okay, you made a mistake. It's fine. Just play it again.
Give me up then. Right, so I'm going to have to play it again, guys. Trigger warning.
Put a video up about me being asked about my trauma. Good.
But however, like I said, the guy has still snapped, okay, with all loads of people going at him, all right?
No one's debating mine, then they went swung around the kitchen. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Because listen... I'll bury your traumas up from the fucking ground if you think you're going to use my fucking recent ones. I will use your past traumas and I will literally drag them across the coals. It's sad as well because it's the reason why I fell out of love with it last year. The whole Bunny N situation came about... I don't know.
Guys, can we put some trigger warning? Thanks.
Push out to break away from what I was in. I don't want to pretend to cry. I will look at the fake tears. Amy, I hope your whole family unalive in a house fire. Yeah. I hope your son chokes on Lego.
Yeah, listen, that's not okay. Do you know what I mean to say that?
Keep playing. Literally, you were there.
Yes. Okay.
You were there.
Yeah, I'm hoping at adult age. But yeah.
Have I missed it?
I hope your adult child chokes on Lego.
No, keep listening.
You said, I hope your kids choke on Lego. Yeah. I've literally built Hogwarts Castle. That's what adults play with Lego. I built Hedwig's Castle when I got Hedwig. So, it's a bit thick. A lot of adults play with Lego. The fact that you're more outraged by me saying that about sex... I hope none of your sons, brothers, uncles get with a hard R, with a big dick.
Is that one?
No, keep listening.
I need to get through to your fucking thick heads. Do I have to say it with a hard R? Hard R. Has it got through your heads? Has it got through your fucking heads? Before you're sitting there fucking discrediting me? It's got through your heads? You had to have stitches? You had to have fucking blood transfusions? Have you had to have that? Yeah? Yeah. Shut your fucking mouths. It's jarring, mate. Jarring. Sometimes you've got to use a shot.
Keep listening.
Keep listening.
Time for a kip. Well, honestly, tell that to your son when he's been...
He said...
Keep listening. No, keep listening. You're there. Shh. 1 second.
Come back from 5 Jaeger bombs. Yeah? Tell your grandson to get over it when he's been... Tell that to your nephew when he's been... Yeah? You're affected? Good. If you're that affected, you'll listen. If you're outraged by the way that I say with a hard R, and you're offended by Zach the Brat, you're the issue. Do not.
No, he didn't.
No, and you skipped it. There's a bit that skipped.
I haven't skipped anything, Country Guy. I'll go back to the middle. This is in the middle. I haven't skipped anything.
Outraged by me saying that.
He said after the bit after your grandson.
Yes.
He said, I hope your nephew, and then he said grandson.
What can you tell me what he said so I can listen out for it? What did he say?
He literally said, I hope your grandson gets hard R. That's what he said.
Okay, right. Just mute yourself then. I don't know what I'm not listening. What happened?
With a big dick. Do I have to say that graphically?
Have I gone too far?
No, keep playing.
With a hard R. Hard R. Has it got fruit your heads? Has it got fruit your fucking heads? Before you sitting there fucking discrediting me? It's got fruit your heads? Have you had to have stitches? Have you had to have fucking blood transfusions? Have you had to have that? Yeah? Yeah. Shut your fucking mouths. It's jarring, mate. Jarring. Sometimes you've got to use the shock factor. Do you know what I mean? Time for a kid. Well, honestly, tell that to your someone who's been... Tell that to your someone who's come back from 5 Jaeger bombs. Yeah? Tell your grandson to get over it when he's been... Tell that to your nephew when he's been... Yeah? We're affected, good. If you're that affected, you'll listen. If you're outraged by the word that I say... with a hard R, and you're offended by Zach the Brat, you're the issue. Do not.
He didn't say it, Hungry Guy. Hungry Guy here has not said that. He goes, tell that when your nephew comes home and he's been raped. Tell that when your grandson comes back and he'd been raped. That's what he said. He did not say those words. However, I'm just saying listen, I'm not saying it's right, but he didn't turn around and say, I hope your grandson gets... He'd never said that.
Well, apparently they're saying in the comments, I said, I hope your grandson, I hope not.
No, he said, let's hope your grandson don't come back after he's been,
hard. Okay, maybe you're right. Let's hope your grandson doesn't come back.
Right.
Yeah.
You need to get the words correct. Yeah,
but that's still, like, come on, we're playing with words now.
I just said that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with using children in that way. If you want to say it about an adult, I'm not saying I agree with that either, but don't weaponize children in that way. You don't need to be putting children in that category. No, I don't agree with that. I think it's wrong, and I will speak to Zach about that because I don't. What can I say? I don't agree with that at all. But I never gifted him because of what he said.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I didn't even know anything about the gift. So yeah, I'm just saying what he said there. That is, yeah, that's. I mean, I get he's angry. But
he's basically saying, Hungry Guy, how would you like it? Tell that, what they're saying to him. Well, tell that to if your grandson was raped, or your so and so was raped, or your so and so was raped. We're saying hypothetically. I'm not saying it's right, but he never said, I hope gets raped. But I don't agree with the house fire. What he said about that and the Lego either. I don't agree with what he said there either. But I think, let's not twist it around. He never wished it on someone. He didn't say, I hoped your child gets raped. He said, let's say that to your grandchild, if he was to get, I'm not saying it's right at all, but I just think that, you've got to get the words correct as to what he said. Do you know what I mean? Right, can I finish off the FYP or these other people in the boxes? One sec, let me just put people in the boxes because I want to talk about this. That's fine.
I just wanted to say, Hungry Guy, people like you are dangerous. You sat there wetting yourself saying, there, it's there, it's there. Nobody heard it. Even people that don't like him in the comments are quite happy to say they didn't hear it.
How the hell no? I literally...
In the way that you're saying it. In the way that you're saying it.
Your grandson doesn't. How is that? What? That is literally such an easy mistake to make.
You were wetting yourself to get the answer that wasn't even there. People like you are dangerous, and there's all of the people in the chat as well that are still agreeing with you when it wasn't even there. Do you still support Sophie? Do you still support Sophie Bailey? Because you're always up in her chat, aren't you?
I love Sophie Bailey. I've no issue with Sophie Bailey. What's Sophie got to do with this?
The point Zach was trying to make was if their family member came forward and said you've been raped, they would not discredit them like they're discrediting Zach all over this app. They're discrediting Zach and telling him he's a liar because they dislike him. But if their family member came and said, oh, I've been raped, they wouldn't treat them how they're treating Zach. That's his point.
Okay, do you not? Okay, can I say one
That's
thing?
how I see it that's how I see it as well. However, I don't agree with him.
No, I don't agree.
Oh no,
with
she's not abused children. No,
but hold on, you just had to go at me
he's
for
just come
saying
in here
it.
with,
You just said
with
you
this
don't agree.
narrative. He's just come in here with is absolutely disgusting. No wonder you got into trouble about the Rebecca Goodman stuff. You are.
What did I say about Rebecca? See, so you're so quick to blame me and say something that I never said. When I clearly said, Rebecca shouldn't put it online because it might jeopardize her case. And now you're putting that on me. You're putting that on me. Let me tell you something.
You've just said nothing. You don't need to tell me nothing.
Yes, I do, and you need to be quiet and listen, okay? If Zach literally, all this started because Zach borrowed money and never paid it back, or it took ages for him to, like, literally people to, like, go on the app and blah, 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 to pay it back. What has he mentioned about any of that? He hasn't mentioned none of this. He's talking about Zara this, he's talking about CLA, he's talking about this. When is he going to talk about actually why people are calling him out?
Donation that she's given to Aunt Sally, because there's no proof of fucking donations that apparently this 150 quid that she desperately needed because she's a single mother, but
he literally said, I had to pay my rent. What do you think I was going to do? Not pay my rent or something along them lines?
But what's the guy you are dangerous though?
Said in his gang rape. What's that? What? Why should that come into play?
Say that again. Say that again.
I'm concerned about him mentioning that Angie would get dragged for this. So why would she get dragged for it when you're giving out false information?
Who would get dragged? What are you talking about?
You were putting in your comments, Angie, you're going to be dragged for this.
Yeah.
And then you've just listened to it and said, actually, Angie, you're right. So if you're a supporter of Angie's, why are
so if any of you guys care about Angie, you think Luke and them lot are not going to run with what I thought he said and what
I'm not bothered about them. I'm bothered about what goes on in here. And you must apologise and make sure that all the people that are in here are right in what you're saying, because you spread bad stuff and it's not good.
Yeah, no, I didn't do anything. I literally misheard one.
Can I just quickly make this point?
Twice.
Yeah, and you've got to apologise when you get stuff wrong.
Okay, you want me to apologise? You want me to apologise? How about Zach apologises for the 8K that he still owes Zara?
I'm on about you apologising to Angie.
Can you guys just listen to what I'm saying? Can you listen to what I'm saying? If you're going to keep talking over me, I'm going to talk over you. Okay, Zach, literally, this whole started because Zach borrowed money from people, stole money from people. It all surrounded him borrowing and stealing money from people. That's literally why he was getting dragged. Nothing else. Okay? Then Zach comes along, talks about his grave, talks about this, talks about Zara, talks about all of that. When has he ever mentioned anything about borrowing money and not paying it back? When has he ever mentioned anything regarding the money that he has taken from people, that he has stolen from people and not paid it back? Literally, that's what it boils down to. He's deflecting like hell.
Yeah, but he's not borrowing money.
Where's your energy
he dragged all over the app and called a liar for his
to the app. Nobody had Zach's back when they brought his abuser on this app. And now everybody's in our.
What has that got to do with him borrowing money of multiple people?
Because this is where it started. You're just talking about Sophie Bailey. This has been going on.
What are you talking about, Sophie? Why do you keep bringing Sophie into this?
Because he was all Sophie money.
I brought Sophie into it, actually. So if you want to start shouting at people...
Yeah, but T, you have an issue with Sophie. You have issues with Sophie. This has got nothing to do with Sophie. The fact is, he kept borrowed money from multiple people.
What I've got to say is a valid point, so that's why you're trying to speak over me. You've got in this box giving it beans about Zach, saying he said he hopes it happens. No, he didn't. He said, I hope it never happens to you. And if you want to get in this box on smoke about Zach, then why don't you have the same smoke for what Bailey said? She sat there and said, I'll put a girl's dress on Reddit and make sure she gets raped.
Who said that?
So you stand by that. You'll go in Sophie's
live
every night and support her. But what Zach said's totally wrong.
Who said
That's
that?
wrong. You're a weirdo, mate. Have the same energy. Have the same energy. You're a freak.
Sophie Bailey said she was going to put a girl's address on a website and say that she wants to...
Who said that? Who said that? Say that again.
Sophie Bailey said it.
Sophie, why are we bringing Sophie into this? Can you women tell me why Sophie's been brought into
money to her.
So you
can't just pick and choose what you want to run with yet again.
What do you mean pick and choose? How
and how many people in this box have borrowed
said...
money off friends and not paid it back?
He has borrowed money of people and
and how many people are in these boxes that have borrowed money and not paid it back?
Okay, but him
I
borrowing
know these
money,
people, and if you have,
or
then
been
you're
late
wrong.
paying it back.
If you
but
borrow
him borrowing
money, to pay
money
it back, and
doesn't
you should
mean he
not
should be dragged
literally
over the
try
app
to
and called a
scam
liar about his
Absolutely.
essay.
It's not a crime to borrow money off a friend.
It is a crime when you don't pay it back, Nick.
Well, that's between them, though, isn't it? Not 3,000 people on an
So
app.
he's okay for doing it because people don't have a platform, people don't have a say. He can go and do it to multiple people, and he knows no one will come out on this app and say anything because none of them have a platform. Sophie was the only one with a platform, and then she came out and said it, and that like bankrolled everyone coming out and saying, "Well, he did this to me, he did this to me." Is it okay for him to do it behind the scenes?
The
Innocent people. And he still owes Zara 8K.
You've just been talking. Let's not forget the only reason. Sorry, the only reason that Sophie brought it to the app was to take the pressure off, the spotlight off her for making like her
the Jewish comments. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the only reason.
No, I
She
think
plans
before
to do
on
it
the
that
app,
night.
people can still
What
have a
about
go
the
at her
comments
for
that she made about
what she said
Jewish
about the
people,
Jewish
Hungry
comment.
Guy? Why
That's
are you
got
still
nothing to do with
supporting
the
her?
two. No. You guys are now focusing on what Zach has done. Because you can still have a go at Sophie for what she said. You don't have to forgive her. She still said what she said. Nothing's going to change that. Okay, but what I'm saying is, when she bought that thing on the app about Zach, it's got nothing to do with what she said. He borrowed money off her that she probably needed, okay, that he didn't pay back, and he kept asking her to borrow more money, kept deflecting. Literally, why do people have to go through all these hoops to get their fucking money back? We lend money, people lend money in good faith to get it back. We don't have to go and jump through hoops and then order. No, it's not right. And this is what it boils down to. If Zach literally came out as a man and said, okay, I'm sorry for what I did was wrong. I put my hands up and I'm sorry for that. Everyone will be like, okay, cool, whatever. You eventually paid it back. Some people you didn't pay it back, but you will pay it back. Okay,
Can I ask you a question,
Zach's in the clear. But now he's talking about traumas, grape. He's talking about
Can I ask you a
Zara.
question,
All of it. Like,
if you lent money to a friend and they didn't pay you back, would you bring it to app?
Say that again, sorry, say that again.
If you had a friend that you lent money to, a true friend, and they didn't pay you back, would you bring it to the app?
Well, none of my friends are on this app. Why would I bring it to the app?
Hypothetically.
Okay, hypothetically, if it was a creator...
Would you put it on the app on a
If
live?
it was a creator and they didn't pay me back and I had to like basically jump through hoops to get my money back, yes, I will out it because it's not right. That's the only way I'm going to get my money back.
I'm not talking about them being a creator. I'm talking about them being a friend. Would you run a live on them?
But they're creators. Forget that. They're not friends. They're creators. All these people are not friends. They're work
this is what it's all about.
This is a job to all of them.
No,
okay,
I don't agree. I don't agree.
But you
it is. They're all work colleagues.
Hungry Guy, you came in with Chest to have a go at what you thought Zach had said. But I never seen you having the same energy when they brought his abuser on this app. Nobody had his back when they brought his abuser on this app. And everybody thinks that's fine. It is disgusting.
Do you know why I came on this app? Because I support Ange. I didn't want Ange getting dragged because I know exactly what the other side is like. I know the fact when 3:30 comes, they're going to run with the fact that Ange is defending that, whereas Zach, when he said this, they're going to twist it. And I didn't want Ange getting the brunt of it like she always does from them lot. Okay, I literally came up to protect Ange. Okay, and I said it to her. I was like, Ange, don't, because you're going to get dragged for this, and this is when we can't support you. Because I genuinely thought he said, oh, I hope your kids didn't get it, or I hope your kids did get. Yeah, that is an easy mistake to make. I don't give two flying shits about that. I came up here to protect Ange.
You still said the same thing.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you like Zach or not. The fact that he got abused as a child and his abuser was brought to the app and nobody on this app gives a shit. But he was misinterpreted what he said and everybody's got an opinion. When his real life abuser was brought to this bloody app.
But Zach brought it onto the app.
He didn't bring his abuser.
He's allowed to bring stuff on the app. It's him.
Okay, if you can bring stuff on the app, then we're allowed to have an opinion on it. I'm sorry, that's how the game goes.
But to discredit his SE and make out that he's lying is horrible.
So if
you cannot, I don't know if whether it's SA or whether it's someone stealing, whatever you bring on the app, people can have an opinion on it because this is an app.
Didn't have a choice bringing it to app though. Sorry, Nikki.
If you have been raped or SA'd, somebody on this app has the right to bring your abuser to you on this app. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, because no one brought his rapist onto the app.
Yes, they did.
What, they actually bought his grapist? So
Yes,
the
they
known
did.
grapist that raped Zach came on the app?
Yes, they did.
Are you serious? They
Yeah,
bought his dad on the
serious.
app.
And it was put on this app. His abuser was put on this app and interviewed.
Are you serious? Is she seriously saying that Zach's rapist came on this
Can I
app
just say
and
something
basically
really
said, I raped Zach?
One second,
he was a
can I
child
just quickly
abuser.
say something? Because yeah, this is how much. I mean, I don't really have about his essay because I've never asked. I didn't know that when that was when he was a child. I did not know that, and I didn't know much about his father. I know that he was an abusive man, but I don't know the ins and outs about his father. So I don't think there was a. I don't know if there was any essay in regards to his father.
Now who's bringing shit
we need to be
Delusive?
careful what we
Not you,
say.
Delusive, and Delusive at the bottom.
No,
We just need to be careful what we say about his father. I think maybe she
Exactly. His father never essayed him. There was nothing. His father just had a girlfriend that he didn't like. He never said anything that is about his father.
mentally abused him.
He said that his dad was abusive and that's it.
Yeah, but you're oh my god.
As a child.
It was mental abuse.
Jesus, 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 Jesus.
Amen. Now, can I have a say? I was in Zach's live last night, and everything he said, okay, it didn't sound right, but he didn't mean it in the way that everybody is thinking, right? He was saying that because people in the chat were not believing what happened to him, that how would they feel if it happened to any of their kids? I know he didn't say kids, but he maybe should have said, how would you feel if it happened to you? And that nobody is believing him. And his fake ties, fake tears. There was nothing fake about him last night. He was so shook. I was crying my eyes out watching everything that was going on with him last night.
Well, Rosalind, as sad as it is, some people are not going to feel the same way that you feel. Some people are going to think, based on his actions and how he has portrayed himself on this app about his essay, some people are going to question it and some people are not going to believe it. Okay, I'm not saying that's me. I'm not even going to talk about what happened to him. But what I'm saying is people can have different opinions because you put it on the app. When you bring something on this app, people are going to talk on it, whether it's the most dramatic thing, whether it's something minor, whether it's something big, whatever it is. Don't bring your skeletons onto the app. Okay, I don't understand why people do that. Why do you do it?
Some
for
people
what?
do it for awareness, Hungry Guy.
What awareness are you talking? What awareness is he bringing on the app
Because
by
he's gone
telling
through
that?
something dramatic.
Regardless what Zach's
talking
done,
about it
she
can
can't
help other people.
It was misread that outed the first attack anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
She had told everyone on the app about it. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like he brought it to the app himself. She outed it.
I did see you there.
Okay, we all know Zach Boy onto this app.
No, it was misread originally.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was misread.
So whether he did, whether he did or not, is it right that victims are not being believed? Is that right?
What are you talking about? Oh my god, you guys are tapped. I'm sorry, but you guys are tapped.
He is a victim of abuse.
I'm going to pop down now.
He is not being believed on the app.
People are allowed to not believe him. It's an app. People are allowed their own opinion.
Well, it's disgusting.
If I came to you and said, the worst thing has happened to me, are you going to automatically believe me? I mean, you lot dragged me across this app for something I never even said. I've been called a rapist. I've been called the worst thing for something I've never even said. But you lot can have the energy to come for me, but you won't have the energy to, no, I'm sorry. This selective outrage, it's not going to fly with me. And I don't think it's going to fly with a lot of people.
No.
Okay, Zach is going to get dragged. No one's going to believe him. And it is what it is.
You are dangerous.
Oh, I'm dangerous. Okay, it's me that's dangerous. It's me that's dangerous. Okay, I never said nothing, but you can put grape on my name. You can put all that shit on my name, but you won't put it on Zach, who's weaponizing his trauma for literally sympathy.
Angie was going to listen to that clip. It wasn't going to change what was actually said.
Exactly.
And you were trying to twist that. Now, let me tell you something else.
I hope your grandchildren get hard R. I hope your grandchildren. I hope not your grandchildren get hard R. Well, that is an easy mistake to make.
You haven't got kids. My kids are 33 and 29, but they are my kids. I call them my kids. So
okay, what about Angie's niece?
So when he has said your kids, when he has said your kids, it doesn't necessarily mean
I
mine
agree.
is.
You guys will believe
You've got
anything. You
children
guys
that
will
are in the
literally believe
30s.
anything.
Hungry
And
guy.
this is the
Were you
problem.
in his
This is
life
why
last
Zach
night?
gets away with so much because
No,
of
he
people
just
like
don't
you.
want somebody
guy.
going through the same pain as what he's had to go
Can I ask
through.
you a question?
How do you know? You don't know my life. You don't know what I've been through.
You haven't been through
I'm not
what
talking
you've
about
been
you.
through on this app.
Are you telling me I
You
haven't been
have
through
not been
trauma?
through on this app.
No,
what you've
mind you, I've never
through
been
and what you're
raped.
still going
Okay, but
through
you're telling me
now.
I haven't been through trauma.
What
You don't know
I'm
my life.
saying
Don't
on
try and
this
sit and
app,
tell me I
I'm
haven't been
saying
through what.
on
Like, no, be
this
quiet.
app, I don't know what you've been through in your real life, and I don't really care. That's not my business. What
And
on this
let's say I
app,
don't care about Zach's. How about that? You don't care
on
about mine, and
this
I don't care
app,
about Zach's.
you have
Woo!
not
We're
been
both on the
through
same
what
page
he's
then, aren't
been
we?
through on this
If you
app.
don't care, why are you talking about it?
Exactly.
I literally said something, and someone was corrected, and I owned it. I was like, okay, he said that. And you lot came up here, you said this, you said that. I swear to God, this is no wonder you
Can I
people
finish?
like,
You
on
know
this app
what?
get
You know
scammed.
you talk through your ass. You're known for it. You're known for it on this app, for talking through your ass, for trying to be controversial. And you're
trying to be controversial.
Can I
Oh
ask
my
you a
God.
question?
That man last night was broken, and
Yes,
you
yeah.
could see someone entered his fucking home.
Miss Red was broken. Miss Red was broken when she got
has anyone
dragged because
ever
on this
gone
app
through
because
his
This is not about
okay,
Zach.
he literally dismissed Miss Red's what's it called,
We are talking
DV.
about Zach.
Okay, what
Has
about Miss Red's
anyone ever
DV?
gone through her front door? and
What
tried
about
to
women
physically
having
insult
to
her?
go through
We are
DV that
talking
he
about
dismissed?
Zach, not other creators. This is about Zach.
Oh, okay. So it's FUCK Miss Red's DV, yeah.
No, I
Women
didn't
who,
say
so
that.
we're going to dismiss a
Again,
woman
I
who's been
say
through
that.
His
DV.
mouth.
What?
You're telling people how to think, and he's telling us what we've said, and it's not true.
Exactly. You brought up Sophie, so shut up. Hungry
Yes,
guy,
go
can I
on,
ask you a
get
quick
it.
question,
Yes.
please? Hungry guy, can I ask you
I'm
a quick
sorry.
question?
I'm sorry. I got excited then. I'm sorry.
Right.
See, you thrive off it, don't
Excuse
you?
me.
This is serious, and you're fucking thriving off it, you knobhead.
Shut up, you
Hungry
cow.
guy.
I won't shut
Hungry
up.
guy.
Let little
What
Liz
proof have you seen actual receipts of this money that's been owed? Or is this just what you have been told or you've heard on an app?
I'm sure if these people came on here, they can show a bank statement where they send it to
Right.
Zach.
Well,
And Zach
when
never
they
denied
do,
it.
Excuse me. When they do bring receipts, actual receipts rather than gossip, how about it gets discussed then? Because at the moment, this is just Chinese whispers. And frankly, to tear any human being down.
Do you know what is in
Agree.
Chinese whispers? Michelle's daughter, who's been going through the big C, and Zach putting her through so much, like,
Right,
Oh, were you there?
what about her? What about her?
Or have you been
Guys,
told?
you know
Because
what
I know
everyone's
full
forgetting
well
about that
that
situation?
Daniel Louise has been going on for over 2 years.
Too right.
No,
What
hang
happened
on.
to her is
Wait,
unfair.
wait.
Like, she's
No,
unbearable.
let me finish.
Listen to
Hungry guy.
listen to this. Do you know what everyone's forgetting about that situation? Didn't EQ turn round to that same girl and say, I hope the sea takes you?
Yes.
So now we're
Didn't
going to
EQ
bring
say that?
EQ into this.
Didn't EQ say that?
Deflection. That's what you lot are
I'm not
doing. You're not just owning what
You're
Zach is
not-
not
no,
owning what
no,
he said
Hungry
and what
guy.
he's done.
You are deflecting because I
I'm not
was
deflecting
talking
at all,
about
darling.
receipts, and you brought another person in just to justify your hatred.
You not mentioned
No,
Sophie.
listen,
You mentioned
no,
EQ.
don't you
The only
lot
person
me.
I mentioned was Red
Oi.
TV.
Oi. Don't
oi
please
me.
don't speak to me like that. I've been very respectful to you, and I've even said that, you know, if you don't like him, that's absolutely fine. That's not a problem. But don't get
Okay,
a
I'm
bit
sorry,
of
I'm
gossip
sorry.
and don't get a bit of gossip and run with it and go as if it's actual fact. You don't know this. All you know, if he owed that money, how come Zara's only bringing that up now? Tell me, why wasn't that brought
Because
up
Zara doesn't
years
have
and
a
years ago?
platform. She never had a voice. Now,
excuse
when
me, she
creators
had a
bring
whole
stuff to
show
the app, that means they have a
on
voice.
Thailand.
A creator has to bring something onto the app for the people, the quiet people, to have a voice.
What?
Creators have to bring something onto the app for the quiet people, not the quiet people, but like
Where were
viewers
the
that don't have a
receipts then?
platform
Oh,
for them.
oh, respect
People
the
have to be
receipts.
platformed.
She was. his manager. She does have platforms because she's done a whole show on behind the scenes of Thailand, the dark side. So she does have that.
Can I just say one thing? Because Brick is reminding me of this. Where's Zach's dogs?
They're with his babysitter.
No, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the little pups. Where are those poor innocent dogs? Those
He has
somebody minding them.
Somebody's minding them. Who?
Yes.
Apparently, people in the comments were saying they were at kennels. So you're going to wait an extra week for them to be at kennels before you bring them home.
Hungry guy. Do you know last night? Is R was told that never happened. Is that okay?
So his art has got something to do with his dogs. What has his dogs got to do with his art?
He sold them for a bag of potatoes and an ice pop. Shut up.
So he sold his dogs?
No, he didn't sell his dogs.
You just said he sold his dogs.
I didn't.
Oh my God.
No, Rosalind just said he sold his dogs.
Yeah, for a bag of potato and a fucking ice pop. Would you ever get a grip for flip's sake? He's minding his dogs.
I want to know where those poor dogs are.
On Zach.
Did he give them up just to go on holiday?
No, he didn't. He loves them dogs.
Hold on, where's EQ?
He clearly doesn't love them enough because they're not at home with him.
Hungry guy?
They are coming back next week.
He didn't know when he was coming back from Thailand.
That's what he'd arranged for the original date.
He's had to rush back from Thailand.
So when you go on holiday, you're going to wait an extra week before you see your kids.
Excuse me.
And they are kids.
No.
Do you think he's in a fit state mentally?
To do with you?
Kids are like dogs are like family. They're part of the family.
Well, isn't he looking at the dogs while they're
care of himself?
He entered his house.
And he's got strangers coming into his home. Do you think he wants that when his dogs are there?
He never knew Zara's husband was going to come here to his house.
Well, this is it. Anybody
And just talking. Be quiet. And what is it?
Don't speak to us like that.
One sec, guys. I'm going to shut this down now, okay? Because I've basically had a phone call. I'm not going to say from who, okay? All I can say is Zach's not in a good...
I didn't think he would be.
I'm not saying that he's in...
Shame on you, hungry guy.
No, I'm really sorry, Ange. I'll drop.
Yeah, bye.
Please, stop it.
Don't let the door hit you on the
I'm
wheels.
not saying he's in hospital.
Sorry, Andrew.
Like that, so don't twist it around. I'm not saying that, okay? I'm just saying he's not in a good way, so I am going to just shut this down, okay?
Okay.
So my advice to other people is not to speak on him, okay?
Totally agree.
Who I had a phone call with, just leave it be now, okay? He might be on.
Sorry, Ange.
He might be on later, but you can see he's not in a good place, okay?
We know.
Yeah, totally agree, Ange. Totally agree.
And listen, we've all said shit, including himself. I have. But let's not with a pet mentality. And I advise if, and this is a message to Luke and Miss Fred, please don't talk on them today. Please.
No, and I wish Zach the best. I really do.
And I'm going to say the same thing to Zach, okay, if he comes on later. Okay?
Yeah, thanks for letting me up, Ange.
Thank you, Ange. Yeah, I'll drop down.
Thanks, guys. I'll continue the FYP, but it's not.
Okay.
It's not. Bye, everyone. Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you later. Oh. All right. First, Zayana was there. Hello, Zayana. She just left. Yeah. Well, listen, I'm going to continue the FYP. I'm not going to speak on Zach anymore. And all I can say is, Luke, please don't speak on him anymore. And Zach, please don't. And we'll say the same thing to Zach. I think enough's enough now, okay? Because someone's going to hurt themselves, okay? Right. What's that saying? And guys, can I just say, it's not to silence people. Please let's not go there. Enough's enough. It's been going on for so long. Okay, but I'm going to continue with FYP. But I won't be discussing that, okay? But I'll see what else we've got on here. What else we've got? Talk on her, and she talks. I'm just thinking what else we got, guys. Where's the P&E one? Oh, here it is, this one. Right. I hope Luke does talk on him, rightly do so as well. Well, enough's enough, isn't it? There's only so much that one person can take. So, yeah, well, let's hope you don't ever get in that situation, Kelly, and especially that you've got children. Okay? Right. I have my say today, and that is done. Yeah. Scout Slayer's doing awareness live on him. Scout Slayer is horrible. She tried to own children. That's what she did. She's a horrible person. And she'll do anything for better clout and views. She's horrible. And I can guarantee you, Scout Slayer, if something happens to Zach, I will be putting your name down. Okay? For you, love, to be arrested. Because you said a lot to say about Zach. A lot. Okay? Because it's what you call harassment. Harassment is a crime. Okay, you push this man over the edge. I hope you get what's coming to you. Okay, but touch wood, that's not going to happen. He might come on live later. Okay, right. Okay, let's see. Let's get on to the. I swear to God, these people do deserve what they get for trolling and harassing people and pushing people. They're not going to be happy until someone's gone. And then they'll be crying like a baby. I didn't know, but you did know, because I'm telling you all now. Leave the man alone, okay? He might be on later. I'm not saying he's in hospital or anything like that, so don't twist that. But leave the man alone. Stop talking on him, okay? And that's me telling you, that's a warning. This man could do something to himself. Okay, and this is not me trying to silence you. This is now on you if something happens to him, okay? But you were warned. Right. Ask her to send well, let's get on with FYP, guys.
I'm just doing a video about this because about 50 people.
Oh, what's this about?
I'm just doing a video about this because.
Wait 1 sec. I'm not going to be speaking about all this all day, but I want to mention this comment: freedom of speech. Yeah, freedom of speech, not to harass. When you speak constantly, talk on people, speaking constantly on one person, it's now pack mentality. There's a lot of other people, and you're sitting there laughing while he's crying, while he's crumbling, and you're sitting there laughing, sending people over to his platform and cam-toing him and all that. That equals harassment. There's a difference between freedom of speech and harassment. Just like freedom of speech and a hate crime does not mean you can commit hate crimes. The same thing with harassment, love, okay? There's only so much one person can take, okay? How many people unalive themselves on social media due to harassment? Yeah? Well, like I said, I've always said about the story of that woman, that man that harassed that woman. He's now serving 2 years in jail, rightly so, okay? Because she's not here anymore. Okay, enough's enough. You've all had your opinions, and the same with Zach. Zach needs to stop talking on it as well. You've all had your opinions. It's all done. Okay, that's it. Now let's get on to this.
50 people have about 50 people have commented on it, saying ask her to send you them back.
Oh, is this the money?
Well, thanks people for the concern, but that was the first thing that come to my head. What it was. She was in someone else's live in a box, so she got a percentage. The person whose live got a percentage, and TikTok took half. So yeah, so Tal is currently sorting the percentage out. The person whose live it was, I haven't spoke to and I can't get hold of. And yeah, TikTok says
oh God, I saw you the first time, love. You know what I mean? Stop spamming Hayley. Out.
Yeah, man. I'm just doing a video about this because about 50 people have commented on it, saying ask her to send you them back.
Thank you, Lauren. I was the first. Well, I don't know if I was the first, but I was one of the people that did reach out to Miss Red when she was cancelled. That time, I sent her a message. Okay. So does
thanks people for the concern, but that was the first thing that come to my head. What it was, she was in someone else's live in a box.
So he basically wants the money back. So this man, he put out a video to say that he sent Talia, she was in my box, 9 galaxies, but there was a glitch and he sent 90. So I don't know how much that is. How much is a galaxy? So he spent £900.
Percentage. The person whose live got it.
Is that right? 900? 900?
And TikTok took half. So yeah. So Tal
You know what, you can do PN, and if there was a glitch, you can try. I mean, you've got nothing to lose, just get it back from your bank.
The percentage out. The person whose live it was, I haven't spoke to and I can't get hold of.
Oh, that's me. That's me, isn't it?
And yeah, TikTok takes the overall, so... Yeah,
do you want to get in their box, Peony?
I'm just doing a video about this because about 50 people...
I don't know if Peony wants to get in the box or not. I don't know if he wants to get in. But yeah, so I've done that before and there was a glitch and unfortunately I didn't get my money back at all from TikTok, for instance.